has done well as a vice president. I did from the outside. Me friend, say me inside. Enti media me gidi say sa eyomu yi eya futubone no bidiama. It doesn't put him in good light at all. Enti say
vision now, na ya futubone.
Oh, absolutely. On say you can say beer. There are things because there is doctrine of collective responsibility. Sebi, abide the cabinet, you move together. So, say edu baby na se sebi, woka asem ne mfa na mewa. Would make us say sadia monye modwuma because enema amoye no mempese dache ye kai dobo mi de aka ho. Enti madwuma no majai. So, enti sebe enye nkwasom. Enti se do stage bi na oye wadwene say ade ankrofo yi megidi se sebe ebe how mine. Enso metu omfo a meka bi omumfa. You can say that ade adwuma na majai. So, but untumi emma undi na chi na afi ono emmeka so wonne nipa wobetumi sebe atoa na adwuma a waye no so best. No mfa the resources na ni wa chinchinchim nkrofo nsa emma unya nomination na unya wia obeka so me crowd na me ya planke na ban no me wo mu na me ka bibia yemfa ti me de me ba di omu ye bia anya sana. That is unfortunate. Now, not only that, of course, also crown unya independent candidate. So, does it mean say MPP fuya Nadia Nana do be bia womu bosema yemu bika no ma be so yemu say womunti bi dey enti na Bawumia so beka so obezesa bibia no mo bosi no were they sincere when they were cheering Nanado, or are they sincere now that they are cheering for Bawumia? Of course, one can say ebia and name officer or disagree no. Like the taxes are fed the he lacked the courage to argue against them. So that is the courage part. The second part is the loyalty part. Say, once he was there and it was done, distancing himself the way he's doing shows a lack of loyalty. Some people will say it also shows maybe inordinate ambition. The question is whether any of them not going to SSI. There's a problem with it. They're like medical. I will never say, there will ever be a vice president or the president need be obey the same thing. I have never seen that. I think it is not always the case, but in certain instances, so a particular minister can actually have more effect than the vice president. It just happens the vice president is also an economist. But for example, if it is national security, I could see a situation where Canada Pass voice will be taken more seriously within the government than the vice president. Because people think depending on the area we're discussing, or more experience and knowledge.
Until you just heard the voice of Irata Kennedy, Ubienim Irata Kennedy, that very vibrant in a MPP, New Patriotic Party, in 2008, MPP for lose election or throw book be chasing the elephant into the bush. But this was just a prelude. It's a good evening. I'm a mama just media live on 101.7 FM was ship past Abeka Junction, broadcasting all the way across the globe, baby. You're live on your radio, so on 101.7 FM, and our live or high live radio, DC, Virginia, Baltimore, Maryland, DMV, and yes, our Kings Jersey Radio, New Jersey, Tri-State, and yes, our live also our NASPA Radio, Kuku Spencer, and any teams who UK, and Europe, the other part of Europe, Belgium, France, Adam Fupa Media, so fire live very soon, but almost all my elected executives be to will be sharing of them because the abroche for have now become part of Ghana, your political and democratic system. Because apart from the fact Omusika a major influence into Ghana economy, I Buama Ghana yenya sika ewo mining. Most of them are also key actors in the political discourse in terms of the political space. And your friend me bim lady afia pokua me ma akwa ababium mema okwan na wa share views because wo ye Ghana ni wo nti and Ghana electoral process ni nyina ye fight ya say Ghana yen san ko back to say the year 69 no mo nyina akono na yen san ento aba ebio. The reason why you're fighting for independence is that Ghana for Nankasa will determine who our leaders will be. The judgment is for you. Whether you be say since you're free abroad for in 57 or whether we've made a good cause for us. But this is the point I'm saying. The year focus here doing echo. Year 2024 elections. Nipa or Mohuredi kind. How the giants of this 2024 elections. In fact, one of the videos at a Kennedy can say be a OKFM. Your Facebook page on or say when I was asking him about reference to Alan Chairman thing because he can't already kind of Ghana political space anymore. He named himself for now there Nanado Bawumia any President Mahama or Mumienu and already kind and that's why I was saying Monday na me chairman say this is very historical for Ghana because never in the history of Ghana have we had two northerners as the front liners. Not only are they the flag bearers of their political parties, but they are the key people. The favorite among the others. Our political space into this 2024 elections. I bet changing the attribute we don't know, but for now, this is the historical moment. I was here, we must take a moment and acknowledge how historic and how big this is. And to you be out free, I want to say, tribal issues in here. Major thing in politics, but when it is positive, when tribal issues become a positive effect, sometimes you can take a moment and kind of take it in. What I said, this is historic. Say, this is the first time, and this is historic, and it's beautiful. Say, and it's also the first election. It's extremely issue based. It's extremely issue based. This is the first election, and you do baby idea. Job here and there because if you look, the advanced democracy is cry you see almost to say America Britain. How many you question constitution now? You picky be the say ye no. Question Donald Trump near more for America. In fact, America citizens no cry. Maybe comedians near their friends and now we are Cat Williams. Okay, first Joe Biden so Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe. It is out to say me Mahama campaign. That's what I say. Jack Toronto, Massa, and yet out of the ordinary. This is the beauty of it. In fact, Mahama a phrase about me, I won't share to say because, like I'm saying, not only are they brothers, but they have also created history. And President Mahama Bawumia and Nunyina must be proud of themselves that their names are not just going to go in history books as just a part of the political discourse, but once upon a time. This moment, in this space, 2 same 4 in the same election. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm telling you, that is beautiful. This is beautiful. And it shows Akolebia or Tisrem and El Caribbean say ya kwabre, say ya a amansia, say young cry your Caribbean, Amasamai, Mayera, and now say Fanchina back to me talk, say she be quiet. And that person can be hopeful. The Ghana. It's possible. So, Osuya or Yiren home or Bois or Nusubeti Medru baby. For the first time, you have 2 people, and you saw me a vice president, and you saw me a running mate candidate. They are all the flag bearers of major political parties. For me, if this is not victory enough, so when they win you, so why they lose, it doesn't matter. This is historic moment. I was saying to me, so what is the President Mahama catch a Bawumia or Jack Toronto forgetting us and politics here? Yeah, China, senior me biase. Near fun personal. Then we go on the tangent and we are insulting. But the 2 people no me himself broach only a question politics. Say no more. Dear Donald Trump, what could be actually Biden akokra. Almost change, not gonna cry yet. First, Biden answer what could be actually Donald Trump. We're going to show you. Donald Trump no cry your man, onim shey, or your rabble rouser. That almost fun to walk up, sir. And that is why bones and no President Mahama Koshi am say a year first, Abrante yo ye footballer yo ye, and they say, no, Chian come and no body more say. This is respect and this is beauty. Should I say petty for no more? I didn't. Na yedi eche na yadene ye coins no. They are wise. They understand say at the end of the day no, and you be juma say oba pray the mandate of the people to decide say mudie na metimi dia ya de aboankofo. That's all. Technically that's all. And the America's elections were issue based. Obia for solution. Bawumia videos I'm about Hanum in the past. Bawumia is talking about digitization, the solution. But passport office already a creative solution. Ghana card, they back Ghana card, the free net comment say America the NBA, social security, Ghana card. What is Mahama saying? The 24-hour economy back. You be improving your transport system. You be improving way. Mahama is also telling you that I'm record. This is what I did when I was in power. Me road when I'm here. This is how I manage the economy. Me free on the economy, nako comatose. What is Bawumia also saying? Oh, economy no just the young glaciers kakaba we are working. Issue based. Unfortunately, that's why I'm always saying, say, National Sports Council for Mudikosi Stadium, Tamale Stadium. New Mama Stadium, Unko train, Sabi Tiafidibu Park and so on. And then be about leadership. Sometimes for your TA, that's right. Maybe a year first, that's why media. I'm saying, so once or twice a pay. He doesn't care how we are running the business. Are you doing what you said you would do? Leadership, we hear followership. Yeah, Kahuni, am I a leaders in Brenner? Mahamo, Nana Duo, Kufuo, Rollins, you, I mean, there's this famous saying, I don't know if it's true, but now when we were growing up, we heard this thing say, between Rollins and Yera Mesa, we're free Mukodi, but this is just for want of a better example. I almost say Rollins or Mesa a few and then we'll say, easy, that shows you, say, leaders, and you be a leader anymore. And you be Atamos, that's them and Atamos and Kanche. Why you may see I want some by Atamos? He called Yoko, told them, say, Mamu Chiesikan, who you know much Chiesikan. It shows you be Diana leaders. Leadership goes with effective followership. Even Jesus Christ, the Bible, if you read, is it Luke chapter 10? And Jesus Christ said that the harvest is big, but the workers are few. So we need more workers. What was Jesus saying? He said that after the 12 disciples, no, Jesus had 70 other disciples. Baby, Jesus, they were the advanced party. And it shows you Jesus Christ here, hear more people. And Jesus said, follow me and I'll make you the fishers of men. It shows us a followership. No, so we don't want. My leader not going to be teacher or money you. The reason why America, leader Joe Biden tell community say dementia kakra you know but America was system why effective you do ho Ghana ni system tie here followers o magini da ho ne yesoma se fa banche ekoto ha wo de akoto enye se kona mo ko hwe grass na wo stadium no ebefu a mo akosa se tie fi na mo de akogu stadium ho without thinking about cholera, without thinking about infection ebetimi aba has that been treated? Followership, Jimmy, just that I just want to use that word for figurative. So followers, na ye dear training, you're getting your coins here. You may penny for bread. Or men be a mono. If the unwise people are many, the wise people no cry woman or more bread. What do you want to hear? Can they be a man? I am a what in your one getting in answer? Yes, I'll be bread. One casabe, no, Diani, a cry, or 10 papa. Now, can I know where? What do you want answer? It shows. Oh, to about who vote and must be wise. Don't be foolish. Yeah, my leaders need bread. We have turned our leaders into bribery machinery. Yen yina kojiska wo mo. Be sorry anopa na MP fie, DC fie, nipa 100 buo, sa na ya dwenete. We never want to fish for ourselves. Ye person obi nipa na ma 20 Ghana kra no. Fa kodi dwa there be Mahama ba bie mo betra jiska no. Na no akuma wood for edi Mahama echi koye fix the country ni ade. I was so shocked. Some of them were not saying say Mahama buy no my creative art industry ni ye. On my system structures, foundation support. Obviously, look at how our mind works. Before at the money, it's Mahama maybe or not something says Kama me wa. I can't be a catcher Mama, office can systems. Body Mama. System kakra Mahama wa me yesika. I've heard this thing, sir. Mahama te akonya so. The same NDC people ni be full soldiers ni bi. And Mahama omu nche sika ni bi maye. And Mahama kra share NPP for. And Mahama kra say, I heard this thing. And NPP for te akonya so. There are NPP people who are still saying, on a party for no mo maye eduma. Na no Bawumia mo ye primary so anti ebi ba ha. Say omu pe eduma Bawumia so omu ko online. Somebody is introducing you to something. We are saying na there be open a young konkwa de obno ko abegye my leaders no crab break because a very responsive followership, a very responsive voters, and you bet me hold your leaders not accountable. Yes, you could be one. That is why I broach for no call when you get down to your coins in the because they will not come and take money for sikani your money ye. But call BBD or no quality 2 million no din there. Now they got a crime once say they don't care. At the end of the day, not the baby NDC MPP united. I'm saying say this election way. Fortunately, frontliners no mudi enim na ya there. They have given us issues. Mahama say tax. You can't always tax the people. You can't always just use tax. Say maybe so. On my no for permanent foundation he said it. 24-hour economy. One of the proposals and they say, wow, we your company be over here. Over under 24 hour no. You bet you have 50% of electricity bill amount issue base. Me see yam fire drink also. And so yasesa ene bibi eno na ataka na di ka se alan chairman say ko se president Kufuor kra kan say alan chairman say oya de pa wani monyam but onim said they fighting for a power she campaign Mahama the whole of 2 years ni Mahama has been consistent on the ground. The guy is not sleeping on the ground. Bawumia mo starting na no your launch here we the campaign team aka NDC who am campaign team Bawumia in the campaign team selecting National Executive Council, any position, spokesperson here, anyway. The people are ready to give us solution. But also, Bawumia or Mahama, the obey win on. Yeah, you better say omo. You better call mufie. You could do post. School feeding. You could do way. You could do any assign the troka. Yeah. And confirm that they be a case Mahama time omu took or Burkina. I know they confirm cancel. But then there were issues in that project. I share and succeed. I am Mahama na come and confirm it to you. The people, the same Ghanaians, yeah, the position na manka wow Mahama about power or the adjuma cells no money for so there be then abuga pele prison. And this national security and kata ye report about Jida nkofo sika omu di wom national security report. Yeah, the adjuma Ghana ni or pedi obedi and your mind no be any ye obi anya sa wa broche. That is why they will go on. Na ye de yan say you buy no am leaders na ye bebre ye pede na ye bedi instead of the leader na the be gata the leader na the be street the leader and then me boys be TikTok Ghana for manti omo say the street boys so say den omo TikTok no omo siesie omo gata no omo clean him we no omo clean him ye de ma zoom lion Ghana for na akoye 10% the we akire no na zoom lion for na ka so omo pragoten mo nya ahe bia and zoom lion odua mo mpe ne ho asem odua mo abroni beye RLG baye if you less them mini abema beku Santana na dano less them one of the fantastic policies NDC they buy during their time say omo ye first a technical skills and abrochire we ye medicine we ye a plumber we ye hairdresser sika obe di abrochire yes kaketwa and that was the concept Mahama brought. It will be a hairdresser ni ama a hair dryer is ni be bare for francophone bi ka ho we a mechanic ni ama osika kaka ni equipment for workers ni bi nkofo gidi busa say e don let them ni gu ye ya gidi e di ye abro. We don't change our mind ye leader bia ba ye be frustrating no Mahama to no ka say say esema nka me yeso be contest wa bre we will frustrate it. We will frustrate the person. Ibia Bawumia kra me shot and they say oh no one and yes or no yes or person run here. It's very difficult to govern Ghana. It's very difficult. The digitization about Bawumia nya bad idea nya bad. Did abroche the be Dubai a digitized system. Ko abroche checking online. Can check in online. Uko wa drop your bag. And so I'm bringing na digitization we go chop. Digitization we go chop. Everything called AI. Yeah, they are John and they are coins thinking. This is where we have come to. We should be able to help our leaders. You vote, and that's what it means. Help your leaders. One of the issues I'm saying all throughout, I mean, campaigning Monday, I starting Monday, health. Yanko for campaign for most of them are not even and then me wo your friend me colleague back come ne wo ana me ne wo adomtema to presla me ti ya me ni aba Gina no che na friend Gina Mate o say presla wu how so ko Facebook na go 20 something 35 32 lady be this week poku what we ya designer healthcare issues where we can say Ghana, for instance, see a 20 Ghana, 50 Ghana party t-shirt near to where they hear me and say, you bet yes, do a yes, she rado. It's too big. Busani Panasa or bet to our hospitals, no one, Mama, dear no giant. Busa, Kakonfano Chaka, Uncle 2 for a la sulala, you put you see. I go 2 for a issues near here, I know you're because you're 20 Ghana. Near cocky feet to be by a party t-shirt. Yes, sing this slogan, Kakra, near the Pebban Gubi, Docron and Chin and Bidia, near here, and this MPP, near Koda. Then the value is the same. Shall the other school feeding? Shall the other school feeding? How this nation will move forward. Me say, these two leaders, a free stream, they are giving us fantastic options. Ideas about Bawumia. Ideas are Mahama diaba. Mahama mo de na no me Monday me chira Mahama vision no. I showed you the PowerPoint. Issues, health, transport. Ebi ni ayalolo no. And that's why I like the Bawumia ye no. Say Mahama ayalolo kra na say eguya. And I say Mahama de eguya na nya Mahama o. Ghana for na ejma ayalolo ho no omu wi. I was no bi ne me GH. Omu wi ye first petrol no makoton. We have spare parts no makoton. They collapsed it. At least Bawumia to so. What you say? This is how governance should be. Abrocha America, you could be a Republican, Democrat, conservative, the Obama buy or the idea be friend Obamacare, health insurance. We are Ghana new crown now Cotton America now crowd here. And then Ghana phone baby one obia. Only insurance to crown until one need green card for your best channel. That's Obamacare. I walk cry in your Ghanaian and your Americans to crack on your move and fast walk. That is a nation that is thinking. A nation I won't crop follow our journey. They will push you. Trump will buy here because America for your politics. And that's what I'm saying that about me and my about transport system. You good, you know. Trump will buy you. See, may you Obamacare no, and a Congress one of them matter chain. Ube you wine. This is idea I have one for Omunibi. Not everybody can afford a first health insurance. Even America. And then now I come see trendy. Comfort was say Canada, Ghana no, and you may be one my no crab, but timing now can obey them. How come say some can you draw? But the timing is bad. Ghana for dada. More people for more 8 years and Mama Ghana for jack because mama can somewhere no, more fairly half. You have succeeded in half. Like I'm saying, free SHS in railway, no money idea they must succeed. Education must succeed. Because Edu Chumonam, and I don't know why Bawumia is not selecting that man as running mate. Bawumia also, yeah, any amount pressure. Yeah, not for Bawumia Mahama, you know, my running mate, no. Mama, whom running mate to qua, Mudu Munina, Bebani, whom how is going to run. Yeah, how and your mother play out. Mama, you see, it's a bit on ma. I did how can you right? Said the Hannah how I come see me what I say, Canada. Me what fast me papa me godfather and then ma omunyina Canada. Canada is hard. Rent and boarding. Canadians are moving to America. They are moving to America. Can't be born be true. But me are wrong. Because my say omunyina can say Ghana day. Now say the no go for complain say wa ban na ma nko ye na ho kire wo ho no ma. Wo ba be ka che Canada na pay na ye je wo Canada bi ye je wo Ghana. You see why how come say, you know, emphano. The analogy doesn't stick. Because pay na you chia per hour Canada no, you Ghana. So the timing is wrong. But as some kind of true. Rent boarding. Ube chia rent ebi one ma 3,000. Me nephew. The rent to chia no Canada is 2,500. There's no way ube chia rent America. There's no way ube chia rent. Me brother-in-law fee DC. Baby, or tenants $500, but that's like just like a room, okay? But the timing is freaking wrong. Nipa bufwa yan some fa a ja enkochem yan food more. MPP for now some show money mo ye mo coffee. But you see that show me say I made politics I can tell you say we a normal trajectory, a normal trend. Party bia be co-positioner, they get into excesses. I am in say a combination so say they say a lot of things that they are not supposed to say, do all things that they are not supposed to do. Ebini. We are going into the issues. Me say one of the issues and me say I'm waiting say yeah go into main elections we will see more issues about health. What a health issue. Yeah, man, because we don't have proper paramedics. So ambulance say we be here Ghana for be the better politics. Ambulance MPP for the buy when you have political issue. But next year they are here blind politics. MPP for just say we are more interested in scoring political points than say you best solve it or minor problem, a perpetual solution. Yeah, no. Abrocho kwani free ambulance. They can't say to say fire service one can no more get was all. Paramedics no idea wo na no me neighbor papa pani mu akokra. So I real say the paramedics for the cars akese e ho na the drip person so if you want now ya the drip person so dey ko Ghana ambulance so e. Wo free kwa si wontua. Won ye need transport. My say again the same abrona me di kan ho asem no. Ghana ni no ya work ambulance service no. Ya man petrol kra ni sika kra no udru wor ma so muntua ansa na metu ambulance. On dwene wo pose ni nia na ewu na betimi ato no da bi. Opede obeje gu ni botu ma broche wane ambulance ben e na all fresh obeji sika. Na one call ben na nipa na chen say o jisika ansa na waka say me chese abro obibini na no e ma ama na do. Leader bi no obetimi solve this problem ni na make akra nipa bone for ho. Nipa body for UK, nipa body for Canada, nipa body for it takes us. We must start taking personal responsibility for nipa any one to leadership position. Cause the other one no go to studio or change him up to but like I'm saying, health issue ni other issues are important. My there be meanwhile health. I don't know the autistic function better me talk. The autistic maybe papa with a general hospital. Perhaps an ambulance one come papa. Ambulance wa you didn't do nabita doctor say mun kofi en kofa na drum bra John thinking yan kofi en kofa na drum bra nipa na BP ne blood pressure ko 250 nipa no kwent to me nkasa bu say na sem kwent to me nkasa say kofi en kofa na drum bra ya John thinking na ke ye wo paramedics paramedics no ma hona man emergency treatment you stabilizing and sign you transporting ako your friends hospital you need because ambulance kitwa ni e be kwakofa but we are more interested in the politics and when they buy and they do say the intidian ambulance na do they buy nya Ghana sika no de toye and NDC buy and no de buy na intidian at the end of the day minu mienu ye yare ye bewu because we don't have proper ambulance proper paramedic service ye bewu I didn't call Ghana for no. Your problem no. You didn't call. We are more interested in saying your party be any monyam. Your party be wiri. Na your contract. Na your contract no china we. Ya to abey 2020 be si ne hwenipa ewu. No utwemu a. Nyete abroche de obi be wu anu awu. Ani abroche nyina nyama anya pefe me yare abroche. Yade me cause na minim se ma wu kra. Because omo ka chem say me nya emergency abrochire omo say nya emergency abrochire ya na it's glass nko ahwe abrochire kwa odi me do ya see me nya emergency me mafu adoa no me to me home omo say me nya emergency abrochire no this is abrochire nya bibia na ya perfect but at least my system bi nya adwuma. The system will only work when we the voters we refuse to do unnecessary politics with everything. I lolo buy the NDC na power ya lolo near the budget funds. He says, look, I lolo there, but what is the long-term plan? See, is sustainable. Oh, I lolo Mahama de buy because you have politics in Mahama uncle one company go ye. One company go na go. Bawumia de odi baby chances are down here will freeze we begu. President Kufuor a metro mass transport and my politics anya President Kufuor na de buy enti on na de buy NDC board na de baba. consistent improvement in enama broche for akoma consistent improvement in the system. No more one cry. Yes, perfect. Every day they are consistently improving it. Every day. Yeah, they are doing money. And yet, Abroche Republican road. Now, take cross Joe Biden and I say a Trump. The other can say it's a tax so. You buy a create enabling environment that unemployment come from employment creation cost through. Those are the things somebody can pay with Abroche. Foreign policy. Yeah, dear, quite thinking. There way there and Akuma would actress, but you could not platforms say, and I'm Mahama no my is hey, the old Jaco dinty. Let it be the Mahama by or your studios, my what I say? Like right now, yeah, MPP forecast on conveyor regional cinemas. No, mind. These are the issues. So the affair about Bawumia. And then I'm mobile regional cinemas. Now, mind issue base. Busano. Then so you are near the fans. Any I and then it's kind of the more Bamudi music be by. Issue base. It's an another issues. Near which one a baboying. Elections were my catcher wouldn't now be a grow. Now koya ma uko kanipo mbewu no wa me ma predict say beto aba we no anya ye kwadipa 15 your be die na wo pa fa ho koka ho you don't have any right to die yankopon hihye say wo time ni o on hihye say wo time ni se wo kodi on yankopon ahini enwu asem na wo bewu a anya onim say wo kwan yankopon che say wo siesie baby special amaw na wo kodi politics echi maka cho say politicians say yi Bawumia o say won Bawumia kwa na yire pe na di na echi ne ban bia ni na chi Mahama ne yire na ya campaign ne ban bia ni na chi dwene kodi a kire nkowu di a kire because you believe in the vision Mahama dia ba you believe in the vision Bawumia dia ba you believe in the vision other parties ni dia ba vote because of that campaign because of that and monyam respectfully ti na broche no mo ko sala ekran to aba okọ police station oto na ba na okọ opa no wagina obi ba no hia nsu anoma ni bi de omu nia botreta unti na IGP asem okoka ese e na omu de IGP ne ba omu mfa soja fo enye yi na IGP dampai kwa ne ho ya me wan IGP dampai we de boy titama boy you dey surprise me wa you dey shock me wa IGP you dey shock me wa in this Ghana third world country can you do any like the police why there's romo the battle don't say there's romo na police officer no ko crime or you know na no video net police officer na no abo no how many times obo military officer abo yeah election under fourth republic in from 92 they see the military need police for in fact joint security task force including soldiers including fire service madam party officer oh sorry I'll say yeah police for mo police munya mo penti mo na no kakra bia mo for say police wo mo heaven wo mo penti mo na no kakra bia police mo for say police service near heaven no enti ano de dam party say mo kan no the officers say back no representing dam party also you slow down the police alone Ghana constituency in over 2,000 police 22,000 police stations can you hey, we have fire service, we have soldiers. Baby, you permanently you need trouble spots, you know. You need soldiers. Mo de want na mo dada mo say mo police force mo abaton ka mo ambe fe mo ma fo mo cleaner ka mo ambe hu. Ka mo ambe hu de abato mo abaton. This election in any case Adam Pare nka say o say question bi on me ebusa ye Adam Pare. Some regional police commanders, this EOP for one first, now me in all my life as journalist from Tamahabo, all the way to Accra to Kumasi election, Tamale election, you need regional commanders who are members of the regional security council, RECSEC, in the year Juma, or daily and weekly briefings. Damn Paruba, who regional commanders, no more. Yeah, Adam Pare, where they are respectively is EOP. Regional police commanders, why? Police structures, police structures. Let the structures work. Election in that room, no. Yes, sir, let the police structures now order that let it work. Because what cry, you be an wo. O camera, you be an capture. It's in a police didn't cry video, no any say. And you camera, you be an camera can capture. Let the soldiers, let the fire officers, let the regional police commanders. RECSEC for all the way to district police commanders. Let them go on the ground, boots on the ground. No more Juma. No more secret report. Now also better them kind. I am running the entire police service and you're possible. Would you busa? Yera na mfuri kra de so okọ. Yera PK champion mo ti ase wo de buso mo nyina alasa mo nyina ho. Yera e friend say tem kudalo mo nyina ho. Buso mo nyina. You can never run the police service from Accra. There was the owa fantine beto me talk. The owa jine the owa friend say two about district commander and name the dynamics there, and they will flow the info to Accra. And yes, about we will have a problem on our hands. About we will have a big issue on our hands because you will be a baby no. Now no NBC regional executive here Kumasi or come oh yeah asemi more ready. Send me video na GH1 for ya and Kamu police service gamu. But a regional commanders no any district commanders no any BNI for me idea for no ground na komu here you feed the police service can ube hu cross na GH1 ground. So where are the structures? Here are DCOP COP damper. Miss Sao where the nyina na pega we know say we buy the new vim any new passing there by police service. But baby so actually I was here yeah so ne yebeka obi ene obeti bi aka jasu de okay 101.7 FM yera atakana the only one of the things atakana di kan is Alan Alan to me nya because eke hu ye Bawumia Mahama nka Alan after tori me dia nya me na meka bia na Alan ko for mo feel say me na me mpa Alan asem na mpese me kasa so first atakana di say vim no a ohia no vim no anka wo say yi di bam no Alan di bem no Alan atiada wadakra. Alan knows how to be a gentleman. No chia no get fans. But a juma pass Alan beko ground. No ye ground a juma na Alan in him. I was a President Kufuor, former President Kufuor. No nanka was a chim mafia for no also control. Anyame na make again. Yera ta Kennedy no MPP for ne did that sorry. Was say President Kufuor and also control a chim mafia. Not just not Kennedy himself. There's an chim mafia. Yamina Meka. What do you see?
Shown the ruthlessness that he needs to show. And actually, the failure to show that ruthlessness was the same thing that cost him the primary. This, your friend is saying, structured, almost behaving like a president in waiting when he needed to go out there, reach out to people, pledge the fresh, go on the attack. But on the streets, he has not shown the hunger that people expect him to show. And interestingly, talking about President Kufuor once told somebody, said, Alan will make a great president, but unim to me. I'm quoting. And it appears that is what we are seeing. Say yes, if he woke up and he was president, he would be a good president, but the campaign he's running so far has not inspired people the way it was expected. So can he do it? Yes, but as things stand now, I still think that he can take this election to a second round. But I think from his point of view, he needs to be in that second round. I think John Mahama will be in that second round. The question is, who between Alan and Bawumia or a new person will be in that second round? And I think so far, Alan needs to, to put it, to be in that second round. Talking about Kufuor, I think, I've always liked very personable, very fine gentleman, but if he said, his post-presidential years were letting MPP down. If he said a lot of the taking over the party and the extra constitutional things that the Chibi Mafia have done to take control, like sacking up Foucault and Kwabena Japan and all that, the person who could have stopped that was Kufuor, who refused to spend his political capital doing that. And I say that painfully because he's a very nice person. I think that he could have prevented a lot of those things from happening. But having said that, this abandonment of Alan, it might be based on conviction that indeed Bawumia is a better candidate. But
guys are with no incompetent Mahama administration. Omo kaya maybe na tete me nti me yi omo ano normally me yi sa nyoma na no enso mo ka trade fair me ka chom se hwe mo ntena omampanya akonja no so da home from ampo emmo mo da enti mo nim se na etitie me se ejuma no ennafon ejuma din ye enti obia eboa edidru baby no obia beje no de ato so o se din wo ho wonim hwe incompetent Mahama incompetent man also omoka broni kasa omo brofo ne broni for the India me kasa Ghana for brofo ne bi it's on incompetent Mahama administration.
My supporters all over the country and an open show of hostility. Some of my supporters were victims of brutalities and continue to bear the scars of that treatment. I made several representations to the then leadership of the party, drawing their attention to the rancorous and divisive behavior of some elements in the party. Regrettably, however, my representations went unheeded. As a consequence, I gave notice of my decision to resign from the party in protest against the blatant alienation of my supporters, orchestrated by elements aligned to the leadership of the party at that time. The protests and reactions from the rank and file of the party at that time from all over the country compelled the then chairman of the party to constitute a reconciliation committee.
Well, Alan Asema okay, a friend saying, Yera at Kennedy and Casa Asema Wakana Casa kind of disputes the Alan Ekano because at Kennedy Asema can say, and Karan Yabuche a broader consultation, a busan crophobia, and Kenyan is a president Kufo endorse Bawumia. Until Alan problem is on him. It's on him. Mia before I say when you may catch them more time and not primary still to say, Alan and Casano, why we lose God. And one man yama fancy, you know, ain't it got to no boy. But again, at a Kennedy can say selection in the second round. I've predicted that to you long before at a Kennedy can. Selection, back second round. Like second round that. At a Kennedy say Mahama be winning. Now Alan is the one who shifted. This time no concentration should focus on second round of human, but second round no can Alan as slow no. Because for the whole of this January, just the only time we saw Alan air time. Just before Bawumia be a vision, but that could also be strategic. That kasa. It could be to say Alan Ashada or no say go slow no. As then before you know it, boom. Because even there's a scripture in the Bible in Thessalonians where the Bible says that if you are saying then suddenly it will appear to us. It could be that Alan is adopting this a lackadaisical, lukewarm campaign strategy, you know, just to fool Bawumia, especially Bawumia, because that's where he's coming from, to fool them. But here are Richard, saying, Dr. Richard, Yeboah, Asante Yeboah, Obeba be joining very soon. I wouldn't say, no, you will be a lawyer, which is what being. So many things are. This is one of the finest gentlemen, and he's a member of executive secretary of the Public Servants Housing Loan Scheme. Was I MPP ni Mapa and a deputy director of communications, smart NDC. Yera Godwin Akogan so beba. We know it's about 4 weeks, 3 weeks near. We've been analyzing the vision of Mahama, the vision of Bawumia, and how Nina Kaboma it plays into the choices that Ghana for be making a oppose, which is the reason why at Kennedy Castle did say election choices not Ghana for be making. They will make it to the point say because second round because Alan so po. Me say Alan onya 1 million cry election because second round. If you don't I won't say that a year can why like a detica near they look warm, but it's only because like I'm saying it could be say a strategy to fool everybody. Say me remwa, you will not even see me coming. Mube want to say my baby room. Now listen to what Bawumia, because Bawumia campaign is different. Bawumia campaign it is a Mahama campaign or running in 2016, which is that he's riding on a legacy. Why be no Gina so I say or person or baby. But me never Marco Gana joining a very good evening.
Good evening.
But on where there?
Nyamiadum,
Great.
Nyamiadum,
Adum. Family ni nyina so here.
Nyamiadum be on here.
And I headquarters where?
Oh, yeah, prepare for your elections. You know, I'm say, now what should be the enema bukwaima yeah bought a pro call tour the whole country to make sure say BBR and fire say into no make us a headquarters so boko.
My whole vision, in fact, Monday me project it to screen so I can upload it again. And this vision now, modi abano and when your campaign team ever propel sa vision no modi abano. Mutim no when because Bawumia last week ya mkomo presidential candidate long before Bawumia. But Bawumia didn't team about team na ombema sa vision no aye reality. Ombe marketing vision na mo bia adina koso say this is the solution Mahama is offering to Ghana for. Enti mu way Bawumia de na mu way Mahama. Choose Mahama there. Where is that team?
You mamina say na minchia with for ne ahefo nyina so. Na medical aka say open team Asha, it doesn't always produce the victory.
Okay.
There was a reason why you to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Tem. And since I too soon also so no nyame no kre on that every time they are on form all year juma. The team that we are going to take, it will always be around the national chairman and then the general secretary. That is how our campaigns have always operated. Ada na oyi Bawumia eyine campaign team. Sam renimo so no na yeso ye inaugurate 28 working committees.
Okay.
Committees so ashe omodwuma ase, and that is where you be fine tuning some of the things ye ba be mu a ye pese ye hye se obeka ye 2020 manifesto ye de kobo apro na. I can say it is one of the best must be
Hello, Akugan. Well, where the Ghana internet? Sometimes America force no internet, but where the Ghana internet, yes, auntie. Akugan, better but see, Anna, in internet, no, it was a question about me internet. Now, yeah, we're glad any about me, Esla, and I was here, Busan, Ministry of Communication. More, I must say, internet, no, first saying. Digitization yeah there benye baby na digital ni gina so sa enti say mo person my digital there let it be full because abroche say eni beti a na je say bia na snow ana nsuo ana say bibi sa na sa o ti ase enti no mo hwe bibi wo fa ya Steven Steven yebo a UK wo fa ma good evening ye chia so pa Sparky Danny White so Steve you are welcome. We've already been exposing you've already been exposing those who come to lie on this program, and I encourage you to do it more. Please let those pundits support their issues with facts and figures when they come. Thank you so much. I say obiaba yemanka facts and figures because omo Ghana for no say obia na na nyewo form say our money da ho and they are monitoring all the issues. Muhammad Ali say facts and figures oriented. Any idea if you are the free network mo nyina push omo for facts and figures embra. Raphael Nketiano say, let's greet the incoming president of Ghana, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Okay. And so I one vote in the yeah, campaign. 7 year boy, I'm the first person to text. What's up, Vim lady? I encourage you, strong lady. Vim lady, 7 year boy, God bless you. Say they be joining. In fact, you were very consistent. And thank you so much. Muhammad Ali, say time will tell, please. If you are seeing Jao Munya, time will tell. Akugan as baby. Akugan. Na me kasa ushi Bawumia no catch internet. Nye de bia na jina so digitalization. The marking scheme, they are better marking also. Also on network article.
Oh, there be no crowd here. Ye Mr. Bawumia because no crane say all the infrastructures are ye de to a quaimono and no and are all build it on. When it comes to say digitalization and BBA, you can never mention anything. Abra or more your friend is saying His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Edin. Because Oshe and Yama or the two Kwema Sabi 900 kilometer fiber optic cable. One at the buyer and everything that and what share 2020 manifesto in the yeah na yede 4G and buy
4G network no.
manifesto.
But Akugan 4G network na wo network titiko ya na 4G ni na wo Accra nkwa, Accra Central nkwa. Akugan. Oh, Akugan. Send your 4G ni Bawumia munya network ni ye because 4G to Bawumia digitization ni mienu nyina no. Mu nyina on say if we are testing by the quality of the network, your issues about Akugan. I'm saying that should be a better Wi-Fi account because mo 4G no ne Bawumia de ni mienu nyina kan bo mo am say ni nyina ndu 100 do. Edu 100%. And how can you say there?
But
Hello. You see,
at what
me too can buy freezy, which is why I think sometimes a problem when video and audio need travel at the same time. Now, Doc Richard Asante your boy there so na any na we see no nti. Akugan maybe change your position for me. Maybe I will tell you no better me change you one man na me fa Doc Asante your boy.
okay.
Then sometimes and also to me see sometimes the position now one on the movie is looking good. Movie looking good into position or a different place because sometimes and also to me if he Muhammad Ali say if you are blaming Mahama blame Bawumia because Bawumia friend Mahama say or your malam and this a malam one that's a one bano obi su tata obi a I don't know there person obedi atum say was say tata questions na obey questions na no a Bawumia de o dwane no ono na say more dey ba no edu jemfi o say good evening vim keep doing adwuma na moye no do yemfi da say bebre we will try our best Abrantia baako so message ono so ede aba Kunsu Suedro Empire Kunsu ya chiao o se otie ye Kofi Akresi say oh poor Ghana MPP ni NDC no hope for Ghana leadership crisis people every day everywhere corruption any childishness na ekuyen Doc Asante ye bo assign aba ebiom Akugan what na te anana me connect to very soon Doc Asante ye bo na me busam
we okay.
I think we can manage with this.
Onyaba, mitimi kasabi.
To make us say, Nana, the network ni freezy visit, and I'm a peta or the no, what do no? I'm so by and I'll do more than it. Nami.
Oh, that na me monitor because na me pese otimi concentrate. Na baby no de na no we say minia no or bebrenti na me hwe minia no amana kasa kakra wi na chese mabamu. Me de my ready into why ready say enquire ebetimi de akọ. Na me twa minia kugan so.
Dog Manilande. Akugan landing.
So on the internet, no, where your manifesto say we are setting up a $3 billion dollar investment in 5G. That is where a bit to me assign so a promoting Juma Sabe Kanena. We can't be doing what we are doing because Ghana. But to be able to enhance it, you know, and nona your manifesto mono the ashe, and this one was even in 2020 manifesto. And as part of the big push, championing the last time and this time, you know, and they put the bone said 24-hour no crowd here. Ababa Kata, the big pusher, now AD him in the last your friend is saying elections, you know, and the 24 hours have come to cover it. And the 10 billion project, which sat internet facility in Susua, 3 billion was embedded in it. And these were all organized in a beya. Mebunu ebeye juma. Na me kasa FIA committees are 28 working committees are no. And this one too is also to channel and also fine-tune a juma in 2020. That manifesto no and nyama na sinanak and nyama say in 2020 no definitely and then I say kaneno, which simply means to say there's a lot of work that we need to do. Still stay in tune and also be able to manage it. Senebeya your promises no. It will be within the remit of your friends say achievement. Na enkoye seven previous obi die bia obeye ya afi oma ho excuses say oye mate. But one significant thing so anka unya ho kwan pa maame a anka meka His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ni vision any letter be a otro Emma Ghana for abra o decide yes or science so aba begine bio se ekwan wo ho a anka betumi akan
Okay,
sa
letter no na and vision dey me wo ha say this one is the vision and anya no. I don't think I have the letter in this. Any kind letter no,
yes.
letter no.
Mami for letter no enka ho. Also my brothers and sisters, the world is changing very fast. Ghana, our flourishing country, is unfortunately at a standstill. Some ideas, some problems.
Obapa. Na sabe ya beka love letter de se nyen na meka bio.
Oh, but landing or kind of letter and they are landing.
Landing, say what kasa na fabro besia kan love letter ide.
That's why we say
The reason why I medium camera and say if you are combining both the data ne you know ema no equity nti equity nti na aya na medum you know camera just to allow say a bit me akoso ye
economy ne yanka ndum camera me ento aso.
It's not a cost, it's the same amount you spend, but the flow is easy. Where with technology, you know, I'm saying this for me anti-asia. And yes, you remember the church and more headquarters, more headquarters, everybody have a church more.
Into Bapa.
So, make a be an uncle Abamu. Send a bear. Because I've been online, I've been on your page waiting to be added on for over an hour.
No,
over an hour. Until Mami Kabia.
You have all the time, don't worry.
Ghana needs change. We need change. You need change. I need change. The entire Ghana society is yearning for change. Change may not be challenging, and when the world is changing fast, problems may arise. But with that comes more opportunities. We keep missing these opportunities. What we need right now is a better global Ghana, better digital Ghana, better young Ghana, and a better Ghana for women. If we want to have access to rich markets, we must go global to invite more global companies to start producing in Ghana. This is how we'll have more sustainable and better paid jobs. If we want to access the better healthcare to qualify to quality education and even to remote or virtual work, we must go digital. Universal access to quality internet and acquiring digital skills are now a must. If we want to change fast, we need to harness the creativity of our young people, of our sons and our daughters. Their energy, their innovative ways, and their entrepreneurship should become our inspiration. And if we want to change to be solid and deep, we need to empathize the strength and the voice of our women and girls. We need
them paraphrase instead of reading it in English. No.
So in all this, this is the bedrock. Yede eba beye 24-hour economy. The bedrock. Yebe to me enya akwenya yebenya ejuma ede ama emebunu. 24-hour economy no. Eye economy a yeshe enimu se ebe affect production.
Akugan.
And se menya kwenya se meye 20.
Akugan wo network na asan atiko. My dog emremu na I don't know so obesan position hu ye dia. Dog asante yebo a o kan say o mate omo committees ni ade omo ye adwuma nti enya mo nkwa na mo committee there, but I think the bottom line of the person can say omo main umbrella vision omo wa Ghana ni say ye here change this year because omo ma anya ade and change no Mahama change a beboye and na akugana outline vision e be man kola na nya baby papa na adwuma ye e be boost economy na be expand the system no compared to Momo vision and Modebaye, which one will help Ghana?
Obapa, me da si bebre, me do me camera no, just bear with me. Send a bear, a bit flow.
They won't see you, mum dear. So we say
but send a bear, okay, me da si bebre. Number one, say Ghana for any we are seeing mine na tia say Ura Mahama any ubia oye ni pafufro or a known quantity. He's been tried, tested, and failed. That is why Ghana for to Abama and Adam Kwakufuado. You can't Ura Mahama, ubia ni near waye or my mua. Near one to me, and in your council benny 1 year. You say, Obi or shoppers on more 24-hour economy, 12-hour economy, growing to my light. I may am fine running economy. Now for almost 5 years, not a del sumu. You say, a Juma Hun Sembe, the Unemployment Association. You say, Ghana Muyashi, Emma, how baby baha, na Ura Mahama, no own to Mikitano. A Ghanaian rejecting with almost 1 million votes. Actually, say Ghanaians have already at Waba, actually say, ma Ura Mahama nyo bi a omo pese o san media omo nim bi na yen kwa asempa no so asempa na Ura Bawumia na nipa bebre kasa ye kan asem bebre se o na Ura Bawumia de the vision any niema wachire so be ye no watutu kan ya me hu say this for mbe pa mbe form campaign to no mo form yen de emfa ye ho yama Ghana for ati asese yen de ye ba money be in terms of yen shisha ya ye and in ye ba beto so and ye changes ye be nyina ye da tudwa and then many this for cause see your mobile mo ye lay then fiber optic there in some no mo can bebre no I no mo ntiase opanye oba hema within the from 2009 to 2016 and this for every akonya kese no so omo ye mobile telephony sites 78 across the country. Within from 2017 up to date, MPP are buying almost 2,460 across the country. That be buying
mobile telephony sites, no, government.
Yes, to support a spread of network near there. They are buying a
building
site. They are buying Dina telcos only there. Omono what they are interested in, baby. Omenya sika na mo adwin. Into one baby, one fan ko pie enkura na sina omo betima ya they will never go out there and do so. You have to make sure you lay the foundation for them to jump onto the platform. Beyond that, Ura Bawumia me ati asese Ghana adebako every year sese ne the cost of mobile data oba be making sure say saa nneema na betete so. In terms of yanchi side begu for aboa ma economy na tumpon. O me ati asese yan nneema bi mu ye tax tua anything na sitie no wohwa menewo eni pa kakra bi be 4 million Ghanaians na etua taxes. But me this is through the Ghana card, no. I mean, who say you can say you go and you stick to the usage of the Ghana card as a Senate identification number, any tax identification number. We are looking at about 70 million Ghanaians as a mutual tax. In the Sankophony, you have flat rate tax system be able to do. Be able to meet so both the corporate any individuals in you have the flat rate system be able to be enjoying. It is a obia oil plumber, obetimia say 20 cities na so tria a week and as a month, obetria. Sanko phone a banisa or kita the mobile phone, no tria fefe on dranenko. The government can have money to expand in a building the economy. You see, I'm a Ghana for what I say. To build economy, no, and yet asemo about him, Peace FM, OK FM, more running 24 hours. More running 24 hours.
Radio stations in the running that.
Exactly. Me private life, my business is almost running 24 hours. Me Mahama, amana machira me say me running 24 hours when there's the need. When there's the market for that thing to work now. Ubebi.
Every will tell site here example, he say government, maybe one my companies no call for their commercial interest. the government nankasa accelerated the first telecom infrastructure so that telcos provide service. I think that is what Mahama is talking about. Say because
because now utie obi also ye be ma wache selefo ato wache anajo obi so trouble operators obi mi say be ma akuafo nkane mo de akodo ewura mu anajo obi ani ni nchire mu na anu de ase de kete say
so if we are farming 24/7
Obahima asem say
below 1 million is
asem say who na who chire mu what different way but this for no nti ase na different. My understanding of 24-hour, nyamna maybe my this for tutelage on the concept of the 24-hour operations. If somebody wants to operate within that sphere now, but we have the ecosystem we create to Ghana na. Obiani in shisha, ya trust say ya buy education, send ye be. Ya kasi ya buy free education ya buy ye. You see ya kwe nim ya buy and see what we are doing. You see ya buy in terms of tax system. Who import containers? You better flat rate. You better making sure say your system now you operate here. Any Togo be in line. So the better who done so called clear container or Togo. The duties of between Togo and Ghana no. Be the same. We did that with the cocoa sector to prevent smuggling. Making sure say the maybe crampono now your pricing in Ghana was better than what was happening in La Côte d'Ivoire. And to your cash you be in Sibia. You dey not to form a Ghana for tiasie. Ya chiro say your bad. Gold, okay, gold deposit was sina ayen 2 year now. We are looking in excess of $11 trillion. Ayen 2 year. We don't want to continuously kill the Ghanaian with taxes. Until you see a bar, sa area near exploit it. Near the local Ghanaian firms spearhead it. Now, yeah, for me, I put it together a mineral development bank. Now, you're financing all these or more into gold, small scale gold producers. Now, you also have refining or in terms of your Ghana, instead of your reserves, you're building or dollars. We concentrate and build it with gold. So you are giving clear indications what we can do to support the economy. You say one hour into the mining sector, you buy pension scheme. That's why the cocoa farmers enjoy pension scheme. You do best one more mining companies. 1 hour into mining sector. No, any individual, some small scale mining. They can also have enjoyed their pensions. You should be to every sector of the economy. Traders, you want to share more. Teacher for you want to share more. One hour school, you want to share. There's a big beer, want to share the go. Ama, sector beer or be poso acheme beer, and then me know where you mean. Meet me church room, MPP are buying. You see, the second term, no, third term, you buy near be ya Bawumia dinka. No Bawumia no cash baby beer, unity. Or can say Obeka kofa drone service aba and now we become Bekuma na kone na Bekuma Bremna Sikuma and na Mampo now here a moja uko ekurabia sinachi compound bi na wako kawa now here say yebenya ebe sende anti-snake venom. There's a drone na ebetimi asende am okan wadi akire osi oba be making sure say digital system ne be biemu and every square inches we Ghana bia no e digital address and utufie utimi that means the national service certificate sendo or passport the between sendo between order duane within the clock 24 hours ni bia beso otobiano yes yeah operator na dubiano you between ya ma what you dey share form ni nyina ye adwuma it nie ka chere nyina ne say MPP aban any NDC aban there say an assume any han yen yaka yaye economy mko anyema ye dia ukwa amanane ba bia anyema mo ye dia na ye na enim se covid na dis anyema ne ba ye and Russia Ukraine na even MPN this for no oni omuka Ghana omu njintum so Mahama copy Harvard okodi tumu e kan fe to nyo fa so ewiase nyina ebukotodwe economy and me no ka say UK economy is in recession. American economy struggle. Most economies, even developed economies, struggle. I didn't hear because of COVID-19 nearby. And it been a Ghana for Minjiran Cassette. MPP are banned by Obi Bia Ghana Biano near the Nisun in Saka. But meet me a catch or say, if you Bia or Ghana, Obiba enjoy free education.
Okay.
Make me a catch or say, if you be a Ghana, enjoy the enhanced Kufuor vision of the by a friend say national health insurance, enjoy. Make me a catch or say, and then one ambulance attach base with everybody. Make me a catch or say, their factories are a funny part.
Ambulance in the no slow down. Come now, what you ambulance and Fananco.
Oba, Missy, you say every mammy custom, mammy,
no see or diet traffic.
Mammy custom back control. Say a ma individual bia organa one ambulance crana. There will be situations which cannot be curtailed by medical doctors. There are moments I own and operate a hospital. I'm a fan of a hospital. There are situations that even doctors cannot control. And what must say? There are things that you cannot use situations now at a most no your president. But they are not an ambulance general. Medical doctors don't want to 24/7. Mebwa. Ambulance no on ambulance by training in chain. There are medical doctors, personal doctors, one in chain cancer and I say baby are not. It sounds so weird.
Mebwa. Yeah, now when him say, everything medically possible. But
there
was no ambulance. They had to take him in a car.
I don't want to dwell on Ora Kwabna Kwachino because we need the circumstances. But obit me da ewu when it die mu. And no ambulance to and Kaisi Obeba. There are moments that human beings in Yamia Sem are different. What man say? Yami will mirror out me through beer. There are things that you can control. Or we bet me at the hospital. Doctors in general, all the machines in here, we are seeing so to me from Moko. Mebwa. Queen Elizabeth, there medical attention only, but so okoye, name and so. So there are moments like that. But my patron say, when government adds on to what we have, we need to applaud the government. So by you see agenda 111. Yes, you also applaud them. Mama wants to do so. Obi be your catcher say, Mama so do so.
December. By
November, wouldn't be Uko Ghana weba February. Ora no former NDC chairman na the Ora educated to me. The first of some pofu. Na ye dum light no okaso peace FM. Oka say NDC for Ghana for 12 and to Ora Mahama. Nka dum so no nka ombe sovo. Sabra na ya tu Mahama. February 2017. Near to Mahama. Ora of Sampofo, Nanum Semtom.
Yeah, but
Uko ECG. Uko ECG. Uko ECG. Uko ECG. Uko ECG. Obe say almost schedules. Obe say February, March 2017. There were timetables indicating baby on bedroom light and baby on moon light. Jobi bi obeka tro say Mahama or resolve dum sono. Sinhu na bisa hu say 5 years now otena konya no so want to me and support want to me and dum answer dum sano nti ope obi obetumi lead Ghana into the modern era ne dia ora Mahama de yo even say Pentium 2 ni 3
okay
yepe obi a ono no adwin no kitano no ene ba bia pese ode enko no into the new era. The digitized era. We are looking at somebody who's looking at the fourth industrial revolution. I'll bet me building a better economy with proper ideas. Besides, you two about my Ora Mahama. Apart from the case I said 24-hour economy, Ora said because the Quantias. I mean, Kugana, Mihuna Quantias. Now, Ora Aminia philosopher could be sana or say watch a timetable. Now could be Sanita do so or say Anuka by Infocra by Jumanajo. Just what would be Antonio Mocanasino? Same way, no, a patron said the only party with clear vision that understand the challenges that confront the country, that knows how to provide solutions that can deal with the challenges of the modern era, and MPP and the Bawumia.
Akugan Bremu. Na yembusa how more solution na mo offer no. My young share so that Ghanaians can make a fair judgment.
Me that's it. But before meba ho no mami akwenya na mente enema mienu miensa bi free. Me de se menua e ka se abra atamils ewuye no. Na ambulance miensa was at his disposal. Ambulance and edine call 37. That is a great admission at mepeso. Omope power. See the atamils to pick up a chip.
But Mangasa ambulance I didn't call hospital. Missing ambulance is you. Somebody need to move for 200 minutes. Missy, who are president? Who are ambulance is three?
You don't do that.
Obi bet no ambulance or they better bicycle. So how do the minimum was him?
Or science so eka bibi say unemployment no. And net unemployed Friends Association a ni hobby. That is also a significant thing. Actually say MPP for our oppositioner. Creative organizations are Emma Abain a feel bad. For instance, Unemployed Association, Omoankasa creation. And then unemployment is oh yes.
Graduate Unemployment Association, Graduate
Association, yes.
Graduate
unemployment is at its highest. Yawa Abemuna unemployment was 3%. And then unemployment is at 8%.
That's not true.
Worried about that.
That's not true.
You shouldn't be happy. You shouldn't be happy. Say you shouldn't be happy and say dear. A friend is saying association no egu. But the reality, and it's unemployment has gone to its all-time highest, and that is the solution that I think say we must profess solutions to. Ayamide say oji tu mu say obia obeka say Mahama solve doom so no yensin hu mami akwenya na minsi Bawumia hu because Bawumia tina Joy FM e catch the whole Ghana say John Dramani Mahama cannot take credit for solving doom so. Ne patch say
because none in a solve yet. You cannot take credit.
Exclusive,
yes,
you know, on Kasa.
It is grammar. Exactly. So Obinya ka say you cannot take credit for something. Ne patra say I didn't know happen. Doomso has ceased, but John Mahama ain't taking credit for it. So that significant statement, you know, and minia ba asemi esi say in fact we solved Doomso. And you see, before I remember your vision, a clear vision, or they call one wine there, Obi Akanidio, Obi Enkaya, Omudi Edi Afrano. You see, say yeka Obi vision, so you cannot exclude the person. Any pakra or kasano, and then if you are Medina Hana me catch or say by December, metal limousine at Yamawa. It may be a complete lie because I'm not capable of buying it. For you, even to buy to use Ukraino, mean to limousine. How will I even think of even buy? See, because when Tieni dia and Nada and the better way, I remember some examples be NPP Eka se COVID abagana and Nuntino Omu Maye insio and Kania free. I'm a Ghana for both, maybe crack or boo pipe no go so and idea. Ye na omunya 2 minutes, then I'm catching ye. Almost say into who enjoy the free no one the bit ya. Asama omo catcher ye no and nuntino ye kwako tuya COVID levy. Bawumia jina simpie so na sami oku jina nechi. E catcher ye nuanu mo omo agboglosi say. Omo ba besi toilet ama wonom. Ya to abane emom no nom kwa agboglosi market ko bubu ho nyina pamu omu nyina efiri ho. Enne agboglosi asase no omo eche ama womo ho. So simply put, the person, the career of the message or the career of the vision, no, is also very, very.
And you know, Chris Association, Obia chairman.
Oh, see, Asanto Kasa Namewaha. I could have done that.
It's being developed idea or more the hospital. No, why not chairman?
Agbogulo she asate na greater Henry Court Cox.
E da ho obi amfa ne shanka wan na koche.
And I think a hospital is the man for a hospital me boa.
Yes, ntia na so obi acha man ho.
Exactly. As
Ada na so asase no da wa obi amfa ada na
of land there. Tie me. Me say mo fa amomo ho.
Obi anche ba kukura mo no.
Ama ahemfo asori, ama ahemfo asori wo ho. Don't let us twist facts.
That's enyo no kwe. Enyo no kwe kan wasem. Church 24-hour economy any here.
Mami fasa kwenya we so na ye nua kwabna kwa chesusu ye ma ebusuan ya akọ. Sabe on this ambulance noise omo ye sebi producer. Ambulance no etu ye no. Ehina na ambulance no eko.
But
ambulance ni tu ye ehina na eko.
NBC. Akugan.
Somebody's vision. Maybe as Pato say.
Me see kwadran kwachi de me won send this mo sign book of condolence and bibisa. And I wouldn't so MPP ninja mo sign.
Yabeko ho. In fact, Nra na Sami prompte me. Me boss Sami je fi prompte me. Say me mfre ebusuano na weekend yenko na yenko ma omo yako. And in fact, my friend in penifobio de wofa baako a omo de ne number ma yen. Ya friend no ebook he say yebeba ho. Listen, when it comes to death, politics enim. We cannot do politics with some of those things. No two ways about that. Especially your communication department almost so your communication, you know. Seven producer, your only GDA, any idea or believe and na or champion. Even if it is wrong, krana only GDA no. You cannot fight somebody for where he stands or what he believes in. We can never take that. We ain't mean for any politics. And then me da ha and I say my talk about here. Any pakro be family no be hear some NDC and as MPP dey answer na waso me mu aboame. So it doesn't happen that way. Into the ambulance was moving into a hospital, and that is a critical thing that we cannot ignore. And sometimes you were talking about free education. The truth in say free friends a senior high school are okay. Say and no na kamo promise Ghana for me sure say and come on my power. Some more catch parents say, ye be ma free education a munye duane ni. Ye be ma free education a say akwada yare kra na onya healthcare. Look at what has happened to Ebri girls too. You understand? And all those
that one is one incident. Say school for no more duane o. Because me ba oboche na no ya no wie o mo wie ya bi. In fact, the classmates with them ya me dey example. The classmate akola no chese ni mami nibi emomu no dey too. I swear to God and on the grave of my father say enye free SHS and sakasa akola no come to me in school eboche o and me be yo no na oba ye kro kan ye no from first year ti ye kwa na bibia ye man extra say dey ba akola no be di ko no ndidi o dani o ani empo ye ne na ye
oba pa fia na nyame hira o na nyame nto nkwamu
akola no ampa me ba ni school onu ti e na o ho nti minimum mo moduane at minimum other schools dey ba botwe dey minimum mo moduane ni ade nyina
oba ba bi mo moduane.
Listen, there are schools Mimi School Prempeh College. Old boys, ye boy consistently. You understand? There were schools be or almost actually out some level of people they be no yes saying. It even came to a time and now buying air fighting head teachers say adena mojo support for your friends and support and all those things. Truth and say we have seen in the
we are educating the populace. There's no
the listeners don't enjoy the program we are doing. They must learn something out of what we are saying. And make it is unfair.
May draw attention to something.
But the
may draw attention to something.
Nobody takes anything home.
Yeah, so now you encourage people to help support their alma mater. me person be created the impression say obi kaso or the support command suku awakọ awia aban or problem with it and na aban person be so so ne say obe share say awofo by force obi emfa bibimra yes nti men ko ye ne san all boys ni all girls supporting schools there I am normal obi musi school obi musi classroom obi mu the computers ye na supporting.
I think the point he's trying to make, they say, "Eduane won't say now your problem or hunting old boys. They give extra to support their buying. You know, I think that's where he's coming
but
from.
That is good.
And to the Nyabucha, let him land so that you can get the details. I could go to also.
May that say. And you know, these are, for instance, free SHS. Starting with Northern Region, 50 Kwame Nkrumah Breso. Nobody complain of anything. Sabe, sika amodi bema buffer stock okra na omode ayomo adwuma na say ometumi ediama farmers na friend saying enkwada enye aduane pakra ediduka eni ho. This was not the free SHS that you promised people. I appreciate it. Today say na efia eka ye no brilliant ye will be or what sabe before God and man ebia ankon to me in school and na say bia ebusuafo minimum crofwa ebusua asase aton a omode akọ school universities enade you understand these things happen. However, say we decided say wo kwakoye bibia look at the first year advice bena people like Dr. Kufo and co MPP for anfa mamo say let's stagger this thing mo ka say there be mo aka de mo beye and look at the problem that it came with. Now, let me move on. Let me move away from your friend and say MPP followers on Mefa Emra.
Because I want to read this personality assembly bear say as part of the issue, the personality of Bawumia and Mahama is an issue that also voters in the Omagin also. Until let us know the personality of Mahama.
One the kind of credit. One of the yes. Because the truth they say. You cannot take that away from anyone because the message and the messenger are very important. Look, let me say this. Obia yade amenya ashamonsa. You look into our eyes. Abra ye campaign. His Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo Kasa ono de ebe economics a onya de. And Nuntina Ohe MPP mu and Crawford is a Lancaster ho and Crawford is a Apreku ewo ho in Crawford asabi omutino abobio ewo economics mu or say omunyina ensem fata. In fact, Obia only MPP card. Mo sorry, amuka say you have the men. Bawumia ne who say mu ni men bako. Because Oshe party we hu Obia economically no obetumi aboa na manebu man no. And nunti osi obia only party card Bawumia mumma mi akwenya no na me nkofa ne mra mo nhye no man party card mo backdate ema no na me fa no enye me running mate because of the economics ase because obetumi aboa me amebu man no enne Ghana atete apansa me wo se wo ye mate man fa bibia ensoa na wo ba e na oba be ye bibi foforo sebe ye kukuro mpodie na ye be si apempema na ase ye besoa. So, if such a person dishonestly wants to disassociate himself from the failures of Nana Danko Akufo-Addo na emom, se bibi papa bi o baabi a no okọ akofa na se ni patrono na chese no kora eni na no. Enu ti se ni vision ne kra ye ba beti a it is so significant say ye be hwe no mienu ansa yate ne all kan so. For instance, o ka tell me say e-levy o ba be ye firi ho na kojo pon kromaka tem say e-levy na e de buy na wona na wo shase. In fact, mo pass e-levy mo koye e-levy who cake one na echa cake no anya Bawumia ne friend is yere. So in fact, how can you disassociate yourself from it when things are going bad?
Chairman Sabo to cake no mo ye e-levy na ye tenya Bawumia
Oba na numpo NDC for the representative cake no e che Chairman Sabo during the birthday
me akobi
Enti away from this na oba metimi ka bi quarter no kwa na ko
me ba to
and
ana
wakwa ko me ho kra but as far as he has associated himself with it no sabi mo ka nuisance tax ho asem but mo akwakoyi your friend is saying mo the 40 more taxes and ababeto Ghana for eso.
But that's never true. That's never true. Na Ghana kwa taxes e wodru 40 na ye the 40 aba. That's never true.
You mean to aso. Me da say.
Because I cannot see taxes in do 40. COVID relief tax, VAT, tourism levy, ECOWAS levy. Because port and port we have about 23 taxes on duty our port. In the port in here,
ye kasi eba be kan ya. Sabe ye nya nwie.
Afia mitimi ba mu because akasa on see that.
Oh, and then our bum. Akuga ende.
Eti sami endi abenya bi aka de oye. Menua ni wo, obenya bi aka. Eti if you do all this, now we na be catch say menya akwenya na me because Dramani Mahama ka say me ministers no metwa so 60. O say okay, and me so me te so 50. Me say me a friend is saying a friend is saying oh end of service benefit for politician as gratia. May ye free ho. Also say oh and like copy. However, when our be mune obi a say ubeyi as gratia e free ho. And number form committee omo tina say as gratia mo di be kofie. How do you solve it?
How so GS gratia ana committee is a constitutional requirement so abandon the exit here. And then no
Mahama nkwampo one ne yiri nyina
to form a committee meboa Mahama koso also to committee ni bi ana Mahama anti committee ni bi
exactly, that is what will tell you say even with John Dramani Mahama bisa Santi sen yes gracia omutua
kwana ka so nje
the help yontia
oji
go and check
oji Felix munyina agi o makatua
even on one kasa Rollins ewusa man na
oji ne yiri so kwaji
me say John Dramani
Mahama ba Lodi na oji bi
ni fie mpo na he was supposed to stay in no mu different in some say unpacking nyama free mu. He doesn't take any ex gratia from a friend saying when he travels out of the country on one kasa a Chinese ticket and na odi koba.
That shouldn't be a problem if President Mahama say about betwemu na yentua. I think it's in line so on GIA it's okay.
And he has not complained. He has not complained. But party omunim say omuba ombetwa ex gratia mu no omati committee omohwe ex gratia yelebeba Bawumia say olusu power come 2024 elections olusu ex gratia be man no committee etho or you see
no Akugan committee is constitutionally mandated. Like the president cannot refuse to do it. I say, time no, a year to the next election, you must form a committee. It's a constitutional requirement. Are you expecting something and I do ombu sa constitution? So Abraham change yana.
I was
power no. I don't know when change that aspect of the constitution.
Oh, if you I'm saying o ma make mamubio.
But
what started Orlando by 2 hours you know.
Oh, Nanado could have put in your friend is saying amendment of that bill or the amendment bill ekotohwa say ex gratia ye ba betwema na yen hwe say NDC MPs no ebe refuse ya na maka twa say na ya
amanye mu free power na anu ya 2060 enche bia so ade na mo manye ade na before amobe kono mo so amendment na go to parliament
before BB ebesesa no. Let me tell you this. It started under Rawlings, then to Kufuor, then to Mills Mahama. Internet say a call round Edrum Pempenswa. You who say this quantum of money. What is a president be either sitting or ex abo sekanidinda abo amount of ex gratia yetuya obi a murder because it is scary. Say you
Ghana for the amount of money yeditua as gracia. Ombeka said they prefer military rule than democratic rule.
Okay.
And no to be to me and most said, you know,
Okay.
because he can't son. You understand? That is why sitting behind. You see, John Dramani Mahama's comeback. It is a blessing. Sitting behind, seeing things that goes on, and seeing the things that can be prevented and all those things. Now what science so abano. It is a different thing, and that is why Ghanaians shouldn't miss the second coming of John Dramani Mahama.
Okay.
And it must happen because and Nyama Bebri Ohwa, what's nature? I said, damn it, what's nature? Now the benefit of John Dramani Mahama said, Wakohoda, Wababet nature, and also Abba. And that no Ghanaian should miss it.
Okay. And I'm getting a Akugan point. Or say, Mama Tiabem, who ni say, but now that Ojina Bonti, who said, no, Edgar Chesika no son. Any other things into one correcting in Yama Bebre and no person about him as a better person. I'll bet me a more solution. And I say, he has questioned a candidate to say, he's not a person of integrity, Bawumia, because of combine and all these excesses. Bawumia to say me boy. Minister Otie at a Kennedy video, and he was also alluding to that fact. Said Bawumia to me, Mekanjo Biaso planke when he's part of the system, and he could afford to change the system or stayed out or resigned. And the same thing happened.
If I made us be brave, Metitis answer me in a France and my main point. Near the kind. And yet the crowd the Biara that said Ura Mahama on JS Gracia. Okay, be 7 months ago. Minia, my senior council colleague, Ura Martin Pebu, a kind of TV3 said, Ura Mahama, so say as Gracia on support to her, on Fancy Cano, on Fambra, Nafe, on Jaji, I'm Ura Mahama for Botaruji. Baso Bitmi Kasa, Baso, oh, Bitmi Kasa, Mami Kasa. Oh yeah, Ura Mahama ko Ura Mahama ko voter region.
Yes, in Mahama opposition on JS Gasha one see the crowd.
Only bibi, other meba, oko Ura Mahama ko voter region. Or say, Adana, oh,
Oba, the topic. Ne flight or 2
see, Uma men Kasa. Missy, only bibi, Ura Mahama ko voter region, or say. Asemna ora matipebu kan nyansa bi ani se adena sikana waje die wi dada no omsan fambra eno no kire se ogusuje. Secondly, the constitution in kire se ora Mahama we ex president na say every week obeso okwo utukan opan obeso utukan he's talking as an ex president. I don't know make us every week we are former president now every week person two coin and every day person okodi lunch or Australia now ko breakfast or Turkey now for America ko shopping na aban tua enye sa there are number of times aban will have to finance your tickets and your travels and this assembly say Mahama there be otu and there be
doc or introducing you he say evidence say he's entitled to 2 tickets and no cramo farmer no.
Oh, and you know, he enjoys all the protocols. Mr. Udibibi, he enjoys all the protocols. Office, the staff of Felicitoso Kwachimu, they are all being paid by the state.
It is not true.
Yeah, Afia.
It is not true.
Now, person be can okre. Now, you call Asempano so. You call Asempano so. Asempano said, in terms of the credibility of the 2 candidates, say Udi Ura Mahama Sinchen. Obia enya Ghana hankwana yaka adi atumu ni ehun sema ko pie wo British Parliament amajaro sensem a British MP aka se Ura Mahama ni wo bon ni corruption nyema oye amajaro process mti e man sentisa company no British government.
Did they mention his name?
They mentioned his name on the floor of Parliament for Britain. Uje Airbus. Oyabo Ura Mahama din. Utie, of course. Utie Airbus a court of competent jurisdiction adjudicating on that Airbus matters. Arrival conclusion say Ura Mahama any Nina Mahama and ọmụ hyehyɛ ɛba nsɛm no yɛ nsɛm bebree. Didi wom an official government official one no ɛne no owura Mahama. Ɔpanyin meba ɔmaame. The second one the next one wohwɛ yɛn nua owura Martina Midu. Wokan mmerɛ na ɔyɛ attorney general. Ɔno ama yɛn nyinaa ti ase sɛ yɛkɔtɔ employer any place ama the Air Force for no. Owura Mills ethics committee to investigate the vice president. Nyamina Meka owura Martina Midu. Media owura Bawumia. There's no evidence anywhere say what didn't throw what by biada. But me there may prefer obia me pobia comfort. Me pobia bebo chrono. Me pobia corrupt.
Amidu ba special prosecutor. I don't know one prosecuting Mahama. So if
and we ma me one number make me atesi amanu abisa no. Ora Martina Midu. Me say no Martina Midu oya NDC ni me say one number make me asedi amanu afere abisa no say adentina e dey position ni channel say one prosecutor Ora Mahama. And we ono na sem. Now the second point in the same, Ora Bawumia actually clear say Ghana ha the most credible politician only Ora Bawumia. Asembia ba civil society any other even NDC members signing it on a daily basis. Asembia nano asembia beba obia babubo fanidro yabaka no Bawumia corruption franco fan factory. Niato subim the vision is clear enough to show say that is the vision that can transform this country. Now many can be say or your vice president can nearby or show about no other no only sabre about fear pukua. I've known you over the years. Meaning so you be we are knowledgeable in a lot of fields. We are more okay for me. Be a who near maybe bra unya ka we in charge obey. But we are juma we are worker we suggest ye paniefa yamfa eno no interest ubegya aduma na to eno no scratches so you're tolerant enough and you are not a team player, you have to stay there. And individual intafo kura no they hold their own visions. Owura Mahama ebra no ye vice president ma atamils no ofiro no nye ma atamils ye nyina no to aso ebi oto aso bi wan to aso ode ne ono aso nhihye bae. Owura Bawumia me ati asese Emra na opposition pono he doesn't support the idea of taxing digital operations, including mobile money in the those platforms na fe na develop no. He put taxes on it. Ebema disincentive ama young generation person encourage them to go onto those platforms. He didn't support it. The only thing you could do along the line na abayano so muye the idea about say yen fast safety net into now about 40% of Ghanaian omaya in a day be 100 Ghana cedis no sanko for mama taxes and no abani so mu but what I say the community nsa obaye bibi fufuro onye bi wo ha owura na na danko akufo ado ye obeto aso obi obey hanse but onu aso kita vision which is something that we need to accept. Now the idea say owura Bawumia oye mate no no put initiative that pronouncement to owura NDC omo chief of staff omo former chief of staff Ghana former chief of staff NDC member ono the kokan one officer owura Bawumia the oye diverse mate say not this eto abama no oba ontumi nye niema bebre ontumi nye otufu no manfa enkosiaga.
Don Mahama spare driver. He never met
what was say? Don Mahama can say a spare driver. The moment to run Mahama can say a spare driver. Or can say a spare driver a brand meals wooye. No occupy to continue. Because I been no a spare driver and pa.
It means he
before that to know your mates. Before that know your mates. No obey a spare driver run meals wooye no. And obey so.
On your mate.
Now, the point is, I don't want to belittle the argument and
He has
devalue the
never
argument
seen
with the
say
concept of
mate.
obi a spare driver, obi a mate.
Because from day one,
The most important point in this, he's not the main person, and whatever he brings on board is an advisory. The person obey chooses obey Tiana's own tea. What must
Are you saying
And
in
you're not
government, Bawumia could not do or make any change? Mahama can say it was because of high effective change in it, and I'm modern by fixing the economy, catching the are you saying government wouldn't effective any of these?
The monetary policy, the both microeconomics and microeconomy. There are various institutions that the constitution and mandate almost they should take charge of various aspects of it. Finance ministry has a role to play. Now, the Bank of Ghana plays the other aspect of it. We share the various institutions, but it's a cabinet. Cabinet is advisory at best. We share economy management team, advisory to cabinet, not even to the president. We share Council of State is an advisory institution. On make me to president for upon offer. What must I say? Those are institutions that are supposed to advise the president upon offer. He made the president know what he wants to do. President the obeying the foot also on a key direction. But say or the matter of digitization, he spent a lot of work over there because the president allowed him to work on those matters. The other things are
the president allow bank economy there. Can allow Bawumia.
That be one any was a move. Main cancer. Main cancer. But we need to understand, sir, we had a peculiar problem, man. Even despite those challenges, we are seeing a struggle with COVID, MPP, in every facet of our economy, we did better and we are doing better than what the NDC did when there was no COVID. From growth rate, you have inherited, if I say 3.4. You grow now, could see 8. Even as we speak, you come and this for growth rate now, you inherit. What must I say? So in every aspect of your economy, we did better. Agriculture growth, they were growing in the negative. When 50 quote of the agri minister, we're growing negative. We are doing better. Industry, we are doing better. We are doing better in every half. We are doing better in every facet of the economy. Until NDC, they cannot compare themselves with the MPP. Despite the many challenges confront with the country. Any MPP, Nana Dankwa Kufado, and Ekofabaye. Now, I dare say, I said, Mfasua Ghana for any fear Kufado, any MPP, a idea obianim. Yaka omini so na edu COVID mre ya chenkania ya chensuo no yeduru baby ya si Ghana for say omuntua. See what people need to understand is say Akufo-Addo culture say who enjoy free education and no nkyere say na Adan Akufo-Addo or the nisa to no bottom no otua Ghana for school fees. There's no president or individual in this country who can do that. But it shows the president, the policy direction, no, why so befa your taxes, no, and then your good year, your kusika, your resources, no, at their focus, no, the Ghana for your school fees. Sinabaya, Akweleba, Kokoba, Ashetuba, and you bet me a school for free. And no, and tell say, oh, mammy, a doctor, and papa, a teacher, ni, Ubia, babet me enjoy, oh, your NDC new, oh, your CPP new, oh, your TKT new, Ubia bet me a school for free. It shows the policy direction of the government.
Mobile, apart from free SHS, and more fairly, Namanya, and Bawumia is to be
even free SHS, no from
how would
implementing it is a failure.
But it's never true. Other mommy, any aspect of the economy, Namin Kanchiro, what we did and what the NTC has done.
Exchange rate, one I'm kind for when the fundamentals are weak.
About exchange rate, any debt profiling. Exchange rate when you buy NDC inherited a rank for time 1:1. Emra no omufra abamru na exchange rate 4.2. The 4.2 no from 1:1 it say over 400%.
Now you're 3.8.
Now you're 3.8 men didn't throw million.
Now 3.8.
Now 4.2.
You're holding on dollar. No, I think that's 4.3 because I remember. 4.3.
Into Usha, I don't know, over 400% increment. And MPP, you inherited from 4.2 no, and then I'm around 12. Who share a little over 100% increment.
Echo 15, echo almost 17.
Yeah, you
That
can't
is
near
an
do sabri.
insult.
Yeah, near
This
do
is an
sabri.
insult to every businessman.
Upon you, where a maso, a matter assembly can teach you.
Eh? You see,
And a little over 100%. What must say? And no church say we did better in terms of holding to the currency. Yansha your debt. Ora kufuor pencil. Ofra kunyano. Na Ghana your total debt in dollar terms no. Na around $9 billion. And this is for ofra kunyano so. Na 42 billion dollars. And then MPP and then around 64 billion. Yeah, near the accounts.
Fabrice this mono be anti happy.
About your babu share in dollars. Your boy bushing in dollars. Inti dodo na in dollars.
Yes, science see this radio to ya.
Yeah, you so you in dollars. Inti oba beka kosi su say.
Yes, science see.
The MPP aban
So
ya buy no.
the currency will determine how much.
Bushing yabo. Any car ye dey abeka ho 13.2 billion. Omu nyina nim say. Yes, yeah, Kayabo, NDC, about Ora Mahama ni Ora Mills, Omudika, 33 billion, $33 billion. And also, Charles said, MPP, we did better than the NDC. Yanko, in terms of job creation, MPP are buying within the last 7 years, you are creating about 2.8 billion jobs, a million jobs. Now, we know your mass statistics from what is being given to us from Senate, the addition from both the private sector and from what the government has done. There are figures to support that. Road construction. There's no government in our history why you investing in roads. I have more kilometers of roads than MPP. You share asphalt overlays across the country. Schools down any expansion. Minu can say over 500,000 students omuko school for free. MPP are buying APM omudidi. Expansion idea called capitation grant. In support idea the left privilege. Any individual women in support idea more nursing training allowance, teacher training allowance, and this for teacher munino. Thereby you restore you starting and one student one laptop. You are starting from STEM schools, you know. And they call across all the schools. One teacher, one laptop. You go so one last individual someone you know. I exchange
rate. Who the air quite? We only ask who the exchange rate the kekekra. Someone am can some check. Mama the key number IDP. Have you been able to stabilize our exchange rate?
And I'm sure say exchange rate, you know. And I'm sure say exchange rate, you know. Your performance with NDC, you know. NDC pension, you know. Omuso muno a quadranim over 400%. Yeah, a little over 100%. In your patch will say, and
okay. Well, I don't know. Say, mummy, and now whether more because it's as if say, oh yeah, say. That be the long-term solution is say 4 years you can now deliver well.
Obapa, wouldn't be. Mammy can't be Trogana Funina. Or he need 2 na konyaso and Fadinko Susubim, Musum, number 1. Number 2, when you bim Ghana has say, you 2 on here konyaso and Fadinko Susubim. It's to Pabombo and Pampam and Susubim. Number 2, when you bema etia wariase, no bro, no Malcolm bro, now usu, we am not do Akusia Bontina so bo, no yo ayakayaka de, na ujano, na konya bema ba, utia school fees, free education. When you're Juma, near my coso, now you're Kesebiba, Nanya Muyadi Kakrana. In Giant Cotra Bayman and normal da Sumuna, Namkura, at the touch and the country de Shandia. And hospitals, your operations, and near Dunkania, then you pay what theatre tables so. Near the touchlight near your operations. Sa a Stone Age kind of era, no, you chum. There's no way looking back. Oba, young quiet, you call Abraboya Bokoyanim. Ora Bawumia is for the future. Ora Mahama, Ora Kufuor, and Ora Kufa Romuli or Yena Konya, they all belong to the past. Let's look for the future. Let's sign a contract with an individual who understands the future, somebody who is young and appreciate what ought to be done for the young generation. Man for example, so nipa ono ye de akonya na hye nsa na watoto nema ye nema basa nema troka na nkomfo medwane na asofo ton na mobile money interoperability no nkomo ko fa 3 billion plus and $1 billion abeye and uraba Bawumia buy all the 3.5 million Ghana cedi dollars na be sanshi share no men ko fa sa nipa ne mba yan ko fa nipa corruption born ho ne nsaasi nyina ye fi na ne siaso so ye fi yan fo bi a oti how to appreciate the comment the Ghana for now how to solve the problems they confront to Ghana for yan ko fo opanyin oba event say obia benya ne chefa one warrior into football obenya chefa na no Super Bowl ye bo Ghana advert sena oba na wani age Okwando insisha obeya Ghana ni abrantie any Ghana for only opportunity to any NFL any American sports hockey ni other sporting activities are Ghana for yes sign Ghana for bebre ni na Bawumia. He knows how to solve the problems. Yan trouble mo be a solution. No be a obe nemu amanfo dan Toronto ni nyan kitwa mo those kind of things. And I go say but the point is but ono ya can be chena no so. Ni ya no. Ya ko kan incompetent Mahama obesu sesia but ni nyina ka agro no. But the point is say owura Bawumia de wa me atiase say he understands the struggle of the people. Nobia over the years before be president or be vice president Kurano na oni one lepers aid any one woni bibidie na da bia wotwebom owo titi no doso koma ani biemba
Okay.
onim haba bi onu free onim kwan a ye fa so titi no onim yes o ye de boa Ghana fo di ento aba mo wura Bawumia na Ghana mfa nto baba bi mfra obapa.
Okay.
Na mini also ye di dwuma de na ba wie na me chia sonko enti ne ba wa yapon
if you are
yes
one the menu asante ekaye emie hu say sebe ne party say MPP is running a very very useless administration. Let me explain to you. Edi kan say obi eka kire wo say me a vice president me a mate me kasa yemfa one move so no wo sign so a cabinet minister. We
as vice president or cabinet minister. Mr. Onye minister. Vice president no. Vice president onye minister.
Doc the money making the point. Orlando.
The minister no more EMT no about 30% were cabinet ministers. Alan Martin a cabinet minister. Vice president a cabinet minister. No hey nim eka say yeko your friend say economic management team near Kokasa. Na say yes so at the back cabinet for approval. Na president say minyi entuma. Na some cabinet no is a useless organization because EMT and Nasebi one kasa friend say Nanado Danko Kufuado will say won't economics so makoye juma ediaba. Most so much cabinet rimbi and the ye take decision.
Na ora mama no so say okasa atameti na kwa wo ide wu no etete no no.
Doc money kasa
Me say intino sa cabinet no Nanado omopon a osani na busuafo ekoye cabinet meeting foforo ene akoko bo sa nyama na guana enye sa menti ase because it doesn't make sense. We year no so efiri ho a wa kure ya wo say we year your friend is saying oba obi 100 ministers awafa de weni nye ho oba beti so aba 50 even top esi ejudi a one form campaign team nipa campaign team no over 60 people.
Oh, that's not true. Andrew 14 po. I don't know who did drop.
I have the list here. Bawumia campaign team no.
40 Andrew 60. Over 60 no one. Now campaign team no. Now campaign team no. Sa nipa na omuko ya campaign no. Different from one who around the country.
Campaign team. O campaign kwa run no. You can use less than 60 people.
And 60.
But Ghana and I use 60.
And 60.
I have the you know. I'm a press statement no.
Until apologize, retracting apologize. And 60.
Because the campaign
Member.
advisory, they have campaign advisory committee. They are made up of 7 people. Then campaign operations made up of 2, and then campaign chairman and strategist 3, campaign management 1, 2, 3, 4, and then electoral affairs 1 up to 9, and our campaign coordinators 4, and you have chairperson of the spokesperson Gideon Boakon, and then campaign communications directorate. So Miracles Abuaji almost number 4, and then you have 116. That's the number.
All your friend is saying what's it? As I'm most all a friend is saying Council of Elders also can home wa.
Mrs. Sani, all MPP members in that campaign, over 6 million. Mrs. In the 6 million, because MPP members in that campaign, we never campaign. Mrs. MPP members in that campaign.
Oh, Mama Nusi, Mama Nusi. Oh, we are. Oh, say, Obia, Oka say, Obi, president, Utunifua, Ontie. What EMT would demand about on so
on kind of baby so 2 presidents for Bawumia can baby so 2 presidents for Ontie.
Campaign a year. On no be campaign advisor be no the bemao. Advice be no the bemao.
Finally, no, before I back on because your time now some person man for them no mo switch on my job na beto aba no. Finally, in Mahama there no, I don't can say about me a man of integrity into gentleman. I think you alluded to part of it. Mahama Ashenechi, he's corrected a lot of things. He's wiser, he's better like fine wine. The more anipanage and the more the person becomes better. And me person just 1 minute say, why should Mahama be the one in Jubilee House from 2025?
Thank you very much. Say who be here say Ghana for ebeti say there's a reason why His Excellency John Dramani Mahama I am not going to say obe contest election CB and oshe na memu a obebu ye na we saw a lot of development sabin preduasa ye oye juma ema edrum pempen so a na ye friend commissioner general because at a point na every say about hospital and
na commissioner general.
Yes, John Dramani Mahama was referred to as the Commissioner General because unlike even the election, Yababeko Afina Mode aso airbo form, but ono Yababeto ne so abano na or kati tape air commission yama hospital say a roads and surprisingly and net Mubabe Jina Haka say moye your friend is saying Ghana acquiring more than anybody. A buying way and you acquire etutuo eten obia. If His Excellency is listening to the call of Ghanaians, he's listening to the friend is saying, and yama why ya aswa Ghana for any na sabin preduasa. A buying waba say and yama eten abembia a MPP. Nanado Dankwa and ne Bawumia abain. So to be able to get somebody from the word go. Ono ohia obia ono no ebabe koto of the castle sabe uwa bema enkrofo to me to fubi efua omutu no sometimes is to their benefit and then by hindsight no Obano ohia advice from people. He is tried and tested. He has only 4 years and that 4 years is enough to transform the your friend is saying and one
no,
thing that
no, because 4 years is never enough for any president. Of you Patrick do me so. I say 4 years is not enough for any president.
But in fact,
where the building war chest. It's only other day. Obi no man kwa building war chest. No, I say 4 years is never enough for any president. Into 4 years, you know, on to me. Second, he has that opportunity and he messed up.
Project
and he failed.
And he's coming to complete it. And that completion is going to be in 4 years. And not to Obia Usu say, Usuku, Abra Yefri Abemri Yamo Suda, Kufo housing project, Akan Obia Usu say, electricity,
Kufu has some project account room.
all those
Who be a president for more than 4 years ago. One to me and
a significant person.
Akufa did not be
president
complete
for
all those
4 years.
projects.
The president for 4 years, so what he was able to do in 4 years, he is coming to do it again. And in fact,
oh, it's not true. He didn't do anything.
Okay. Next week, I think I will say next week Wednesday. Mama, we look at this running mates for the candidates and how they will add value to the presidential candidates.
I will be prepared for you.
Now, 24 hours from Monday. A lot of feedback. I mean, and people say, "Omo shadan tiasia properly." They won't your official communication. Your official communicating for. Munche exactly what that beyond the electricity now. Might say, Obama discount of 50%. No, yeah, expanded on. Yeah, fun as a major policy, so that they can make informed choices. Why?
Then I will be very happy. I'll be very happy. Wednesday, no. Yenye enumum na subsequent one no me aye Bawumia, you know exactly
me betra me yo 24-hour economy ma mpacho
who done
na me beton ade wo tiase o candidate into adenase me na me beton me say who 24-hour economy I say me na be change mo ma
the statement was in response to 24
hours me say mo asem no mo tiase.
No, any statement. I was saying, this is a classic response to Mahama. It's because Mahama and then you have to give you people respect. Mahama campaign now is so effective, and Bawumia team now have been forced to think outside the extreme box to react to it, and you have to give credit to Bawumia. Mahama campaign boot for boot, not in fact this campaign model Tata Bawumia. They also make sure
na campaign yes almost more than a year ago campaign team go money
doctor me I doubt say Senka Mahama and 60 ministers na Bawumia beka 50
oh no you see that's what you need to understand
for once no politicians are responding to we the people
no wouldn't be. It has been over Bawumia's vision about the number now. So me when I knew the concept said he thinks Ghana can be governed with 50 ministers. You know now before 2016.
Okay.
So that's been his vision. During election petition, no. During the period election petition, no. So I didn't come. Those were his thoughts. In issues about digitalization, before now, until I won't say election petition. Now what I can say one year. Now we say what? Now we say the process no only put it together. Your evidence for court no. In the process, they put it together evidence for court. No, the same data, digital system, no, they put it together. And then this already said the only one document to substantiate or more cases. Okay, the all the best meaning. Okay,
bye. Call it all the way from Belgium. Good evening.
Parry.
Parry, yeah, Parry, yeah. What to say? Good. Yes,
okay. My program pese me be come adwen kakra. Dr. Bawumia o say unze sani o ka say na oni power na say ni feel say o hu say Ghana for enye correct to sa me hu no because enti e fani ba so me den nyo no na ye say Akufo de lawyer no ye economist ababe enti enye excuse bia ni ho say wa failure e okay so be ka say bia nyoma nko ye enti mo de mo fa me born ntem normal what you say but o be ka say o ka any enti a o kana say o boss enti a enti e do ba so be den me was say vice president since yes when in me boy
the president that is sworn in, not the vice president.
Vice president on But honestly, explain him.
I'll check, but I know it's because it's the president that is voted for.
Okay.
Technically, you know.
Inti the make can say, oh no, you made by purposely for the economy. In this uncle there is no excuse. But I make free SHS no asem kakra. Because no, I think say yeah, though the intention was good, but delivering it there. Every social intervention policy on, be it national health, housing, affordable housing, it has a goal. The minimum say advanced countries, no. All these things is to bridge, to reduce inequality. What I say? Inti, untimi meka say, the free SHS a campaign. Inti, what by ourselves here free ma obiasa. No. Yeah, sa untimi ka say Achimota school. Omo I nim say yeah, most of them omo call Christ the King, morning star from omo uska. Inti, there is no way I say free for all. Inti me no, I think say aside saying this car, I mean say the money you know baby bit my SHS free for all and not the to be honest. Inti Osanka at least or starting with rural areas. Then you say I could be a good nurse or be a premper apply for scholarship. Yeah, man. Because okay, science and maths is me will have me name now for a share. Almost we got say, yeah, normal say, if you are presec, benya 60 points, not school benya, if you are 6. After the competition, we just jubilate for the schools. 80 schools normally have 6 no. Do we know what happens? Science lab. So this is what we should even focus on. Say education will come as well. And you say, oh, the bear campaign anti-free into Bianco. No, I don't agree with that. Media can say intentionally good, but in Drews anti, it was better saying technical schools to put free and technical.
Okay. I get your point. Let's just push a particular agenda for
Exactly.
Technical skills.
Exactly. Because me who the impact, because they are still going to be rich. And following are the same. Internal person country, though intentionally are good, but I think that we should revisit the free SHS. No, and instead another DJ fans because any access.
Okay. The good thing is I said Nyama ye can they are listening, because sometimes when guy to so muntie. But Nyama Bawumia and Mahama can they are listening because Bawumia will say and Koye, that's why he's proposing all these things. Because when you said and I don't think say these adjustments why on a vision it will come. So they are listening.
Yes.
We must also be consistent and fire more because the more we do it, the more they will see say any break and ya grow cry.
But me say me call all SHS now with your fees, but even the facilities near and it also be any free no first can wine. It's no account Ghana no. Now say also we change now by any less privileged technical schools to start from there because even though we be free now, they started from somewhere. Universities now are free no, yet free to be out. Parents or salary there on betia.
American,
Who parents or more threshold there. If they get more than that, they will pay the fees. I think say San OCF no, and yes, answer near the budget.
Now see baby now no from a Paris. Openica say offer udini de bi ami hu di na na aba mom one in town aba udini design.
Me pass that's the most Edian Kofo Dine me the Prince of Sekwadju.
Okay, Sekwadju. Nti
Okay, in the first place, Sister Fia, thank you for the opportunity once again. It's always a pleasure listening to you and your your panelists, Mami nanka me pese Madam Video can make a kakra there, but Mami fast in free baby kakra. I say we'll start with Atta Kennedy. I personally don't think say Atta Kennedy should be a yardstick to measure NPP government. He said something and you repeated the same thing. Okay, Bibi say Achim mafias. Okay. Do you know sir Ochre chasing the elephant to the bush, that time say na Achim mafia for no money government. Do you know say the book na Ochre he also said Chebi mafias.
Sabre no Chebi mafia
Chebi mafia. The next time you get him, busano. And you just imagine, say, even Nanado Nene, you can no money government, you tag them as Chebi mafias.
But what if they were actually mafia or inside?
No,
I'm just,
Sister Fiam, I'm just trying to draw a correlation. Say, dear na who no muntia at that time, no, what's it? Now you still keep on holding the same agenda or thought about it. 2024, you are still making the same thing. It's just a refinery. Say, can't say Achem mafias now. It's a mafia. I don't want to draw so much, but what I'm saying is, the relevance in NPP, no, it's not something that should worth it. For instance, no Yobia, not the US. Suddenly, no buy. Everybody saw him to be some sort of a messiah. NPP at the time took him part of the campaign. And Tini Wura or yeah. One of the everybody was guilty, but except him. He was holy. And I know when you be part of the campaign team. No, he was part of the communication team. I would co-campaign everything. I know that. And the moment NPP lost government, he left to go and stay in the United States, and he never came back again. And now he come back and always doing that. I am just of the opinion, sir, his relevance in NPP is not important anymore. I disagree completely. But we come from a society that is opinionated. And to obia holding on to the opinion. How many people change their opinions? We don't. Literally, we don't. It be a time and a better. But I don't want to dwell on any much because that's a bit taking me time. Then I may draw an attention. No. At the same time, you know, cool girls or whatever, can be infrastructure, infrastructure, whatever. Do you know, sir? In 2020 and 2013 presidential State of the Nation address, President Mahama himself admitted, majority of the signature project now President Mills and the initiative. And one of them, University of Ghana Medical School, said President Mills and initiative. Okay, young father say
medical center, and I think medical center.
Medical center. Okay, thanks for the correction. And now it is a Commander Sugar Factory that is also coming from there. Okay, your FBB say, Osha, then say, and chair, not do for a yen campaign. Or admit it, say, loan, they secure the loan from, is it Napoleon Bank or so in Israel, and they construct it. And in terms of Commander Sugar Factory, so I'm loan, India, and then you go to even Cape Coast Market, is it Kotokraba Market or whatever? It's the same thing that they used. Rich Hospital, it is always tagged, say President Mahama achievement, but the same thing. President Mills and Mahama admitted.
President Mills and Mahama say
good. Until we are talking of until money say you can say governance is a continuous process and not just one. There are some projects Bikura started in 1960. So like no, I'm just trying to build a case. Say everything I said almost associated as a President Mills, Mahama, and it be obey Sanya many years or say
do patches and we're wrong now at almost
8-year period and even Kejetia market crown. Those started 2015. President Kufuor complete at phase 1. 2018 thereabout. So I'm just saying
to the point is how is that going to affect elections here? There any many choices you be making.
Okay, so me at this I say all my time. And I was just building a case to give people. Other than that, when you come to you can say you come into you can say programs here. If you only talk with that fact, you lay the fact, you know the basis, you lay the foundation, then you make your argument. That's what I'm saying. In terms of these so many structures now, the government of the day, so they have also done a lot of those infrastructure projects. Me sure say in the course of the period, you know, ombe compete. For instance, the digitalization issue I can want see the fiber optic. NDC government started. Akufo-Addo and his government has also come and strengthened it. At the time, you know, President Mahama commissioned 800 fiber optic line. President Akufo-Addo and the government move from that 800 into 5,500 plus. It's a continuous project in the government in terms of who, to me, is the best person, you know, to lead Ghana. I have no iota in my mind to say Dr. Bawumia. Why am I saying that? The person has already demonstrated himself. We tend to say, the moment anytime your people tend to dwell so much on say now or your driver mate. The vice president never discredited the contribution and the achievement of the government. He never did that.
Okay.
We are only trying to change the narrative, say, or discredit it. Why, yes, sir? He said that he is okay, and he is even grateful to the president for giving him the opportunity, say, we'll give you the best advice, say, Obetimafa. And now when you talk of economy, okay, finally, okay. When you talk the economy now, Ghana economy no, is coming from somewhere. And how do you change it? Not until Ghana economy no, you better change from the present state, you know. And me sure say leakages be. And how do we change it? On only believe when you say yen use digitalization, yen fancy Ghana nina. And no ne bema leakage ni sika konko for some sika kwa hino. You bet me trust a basa government in bet my day. And yes, can finally me we no.
Yes, sir. Actually, your time is about 10.
Oh yeah, I just 30 seconds. 30 seconds. In terms of corruption,
what boss in Bachoka?
Yeah, if you are with us, always a damn is if you
at least.
Yeah, if you wouldn't verdict for Doomson, one is of it Doomson, wouldn't verdict now.
Well, I think I never really talk until they just make your point.
Oh, Pacho, yeah.
As far as I can recall, yeah, that's about 2016, and I have been running elections from 2000. As yeah, that's about 2016. Maybe I remember to one kind there that we weren't experiencing doom. So that's what I know.
The paper is a verdict one is survey Doomson, and no I'm person.
I don't know. Maybe my observation is that there was no doom at the time we were voting in 2016. So I don't know what everybody thinks, but this is my verdict. So I don't know if you take it or not.
Okay, good. I mean, continue. Bawumia for 8 years no by no waji Ezra pay.
I'm not sure, but so MP is not the last election, and definitely he will be part of it because Article 71 for no.
Yeah, until every 4 years be almost. Until Bawumia waji pen ono so betima return ni die no because waka so betwim nti ye pese ye
Mahama so return be the waji that
yeah say nti asem na America say ono so return ni die no because waji be pen nti ono so return na 11 na Bawumia so betwim no how many days oba government how many days no the betwim yeah say 100 days first 100 days on the betwim. And then no person send no person no. You say you ana a port a flag rate no kan ho asem no. Obe to me the policy document beba be kire Ghana for say okay oba flag rate no say no be no. Oh say 30,000 Ghana cedis for one container. Na all the so farm because one farm ba obe to make say flag rate $100,000. Who Ghana you know then I be because that would be too expensive. Into non-for policy document number. Me call exchange rate no so MPP communicator no buy no. Okay, say omo movie currency from 4 to 12.5. That is in percentage terms, that is about 68%. But okay say that is a little over 100%, which is very wrong.
And okay, say $1 to 4 CD no. MDC for the 400%, which is not true. It is 75%. But so be show no so know the percentages. Diagram. Say very careful because say uto bibi 100 uto bibi $100 in Ghana terms no for equivalent to 4 cedis. No, that's 400 cedis. But Obia Banod we're moving the same $100 item to 12. That's almost 1,200 cedis. Until say exchange rate say the percentage be misleading. Multiply the rate by the cost of that item.
Okay.
And no person maker. Anna, no car same business say 1 student 1 laptop. Remember the list of all the schools are in Colano Mania laptop no. Because the cat to water.
I think I know you say Bawumia ba and obey no, because that's what Bawumia said in his speech. No.
Oh no, I see almost started. Also almost started or more. So 1 student 1 laptop no.
Okay. Okay. Wednesday they will be back. Until Wednesday we can flesh out all these things. My church questions in me go on.
And my last point is a 24-hour economy no. So because on TSA now only serious because 24-hour economy no. And yeah, rocket science something scientific via Ghana phone to me TSA. So because on TSA jandam no was shed up no yes because
but what about genuinely there are also people who don't understand because there are so many aspects of it. Who accelerate I was so security obey any say over security for where are you going to get the money to pay them because that comes at a cost. Until because on TSA, I think this is the campaign period. To be fair, and now now I explain it. But okay, say jandam now on TSA. That will be our party full soldiers language. I think that you are not even helping your candidate.
No. Because I do
the marketing phase.
How much more material radio so over and over.
But why do you maybe a level of understanding one and yet time will be answered the other? If you may understand, will be soon to mean TSA.
But in Crawford, downplay 24-hour economy. What TSA, but much done or more but because it's not rocket science. And yeah, Adam Smith now go invent your because say calculus be our own TSA. So be person TSA or TSA.
Yo. What boss, I now I say, but boss, I am when you to say your whiteness for the no. I some pattern now can no matter how for instance, simplistic the issue appears to you, no. And yes, I know be so again, but to the BBA because on your channel explain it. This phase, you want 1 whole year to market your candidate. And do quite so be a jandam, that's 1 vote gone. Take your time and explain to that person.
Sister Fia, good evening.
Good evening.
You wish me that's a pastor mama o panelist for me no mobile no minya abutre ti o mu pa na no kure ba ko pa ade ba ko ekoso pa ni say the academia is doing a dishonest to the people of Ghana. Omo nim na omo timi kenkan na omo timi nim ewo nim die wo ade na ekoso no omo mienu nyina to na entronko an omu twa. They are lying. And that is what is bringing down the Ghana economy. Sister Fia, Ghana's external debt reached $29.2 billion by November 2022. From 1992, EBC November 2022, $29 billion. As Usumika say, from Accra to Kumasi, NDC at the 8 years, MPP at the 8 years. Ebesine, omuntimi enye kwani nwiye. As Usuyaji to external debt to Miminka internal sem. And most of this money comes in just to sponsor these capital projects. As after all these years from 1992 besine, internal roads in Ghana, about 80% are still in very deplorable states. I hope that you are listening to me. so omu chan tro. They are lying. See MPP or NDC. Bako NDC ni say enkola nya aduane ni wo school mu. Sister Fia enye no kura me ba e wo Laboni secondary school. I'm involved minimum aduane when I was me ba Ghana me sheda come dining hall. They are eating good.
Madam for yire kra na no aduane wo Laboni ho.
They are eating good. That woman is a good woman. Omu didi ye. I can attest to that because me je aduane ni bi di ye. Because I'm person who are there aduane me ba ni di wo ho. Enti me GB di just to know the truth about the matter. Ye mom me ba na kwotena boarding house. Hwe aha me won kwala wa ha omku school I free. Aha ye ni free boarding school for London ha no one be hwe oba free boarding ama hwan. But they are doing it and enya no kure enkwala no mu didi ye.
But ebi na schools bi wo ho no ye hu some of the schools so Laboni dey say Accra school baby a rural areas no ebi aduane nhye dan koye say no so
Yeah, but
ebi mo ta pictures bi aba.
The man was saying it's a free SHS for no more aduane ndi. That is a total lie. Asemo yen wontimi enraise assembly just like that no afa ho adi. What you say? Emra yama musikaka twitwiri die we say munya oman ni ye. 24-hour economy now okano. It's achievable. But where are the roads? Where are the lights? Where is the security? Modi be yes adiem. Se me adwuma bi abie no so mbe fa me ma ya adwuma nighta. Me hwe se me pon adwuma metime nya bus. Me see me fie gate metime nante akobi fie obi anya me hwe. Where is the light?
I don't know cast some the big push ni be support no.
Sister Fia, they can't do it. Because the Omobetra Konya so 3 years there was total blackout in Ghana. Me yiri ba Ghana so ba ye restaurant. We were spending almost £1,000 a month only on electricity then. How can they it won't work? They have no idea. Omuni amabu hunim they are bad managers. And this is a fear. Me pesa me slow bebre. So what this uncle for me and be chi ho ahun. Frɛ yɛn a yesusu yɛwɔ the third force no ne yɛmɛka ho bi. Okay. Because we also have the information here.
Monday, third force for Nebeba Monday.
Yes, internet adaroma, information. Ghana Sika, a free structure adjustment project, 1982. South America, Misha. Yabekin Kainin in up to 1992. JJ Rollins, every dear. What dear do Ghana? Oma Jessica Chichi dear. Oma Yesikane Basa. Sister Kremama example be over UK. Unim. Ghana time and time you call IMF ko Jessica eko ye la sula la say yesika nso yen okay me ti krom hai say ochina me gima katwia na say sika ne nso aban say okay sika oji e na nso nti e be ma benefit asoso enti say ye di sika ni nyama me papa no na say me sore na me de koye game me de koye ma me de be ye be guru be damase me de ko Ghana shop na me fia me nan fofo na matoto bi ama omo a my family would me family me kola no e kombe di wo mo me yiri that is what is happening in Ghana. IMF is giving us benefits but ya Jessica na na a sanitation minister at the 1 million a question fee. It's a fact. As long as it's a fact.
I know I say somebody we haven't been able to trace the money and the court to be able to mean traces can your mind to car. No court has been able to do that. Yeah.
Okay, let's leave it there. My withdraw my translate. Apart from no, sister here, you were sikadie bebria koso ewo Ghana system nim. Evidence are there. But omaye katasumo mu aso. It is that ye can ye. Yeah, way forward, adwina edi benye. You see, two brothers, the senior brother and the younger brother, they should give way to the third force.
Okay.
Free honum. And you na Ghana omunim nyansa se bi obetina bu o man.
That was quite the but who say why you heated but Monday third force for Monday.
I was born in 1982. I was born in 1982. But my back kind of say Ghana should have been better than London here.
That's true.
Yes, because Obuasi, me papa catch him say, Bramika se micho Obuasi, go there free Obuasi buy. It was more than what they were getting in South Africa.
Okay.
But what happened?
London so And I Africa for you to meet
Sister,
Monday, Monday, my father and Kasa.
Sister, Mr.
Yeah, what can me father, Mani Kasa?
Father, my home, Father, hello. Sister, we are going to blame our incompetence. Thank you.
Yeah, but and also count history. You can't change history. Abrofono to count because you go ne gumo landing hona queen no the year exhibition no. You go ne diamond and also count. Ni nyina year so kohwe di Congo ni nyina ka ho. Father Asha, mbacho
Yeah, sister, go ahead. Saying
Adom.
you make your own what you for. Yeah, but say kasaka crab, but before some make a point to say, Nyendi yet here yeshwe. Yeah, ne MPP, NDC or test force. Ni ye die na ye nyina yehwehwe se man be yi. Na me edie Ghana am sadako makanepen. Se Ghana ne kanko no. Ejinasi e binya national agenda. Sinya national agenda. Na edda ho na obi aba ohwe na ode buman na ebeboa. Ebi de say free SSR abeya ye ken. Inuana okasa ye no. Ghana free
SHS free SHS
but ebano yen sunya omomwadi kana na mono okay ebe ye party ade because oba America said ye yidi ka no free HSS wa ha from basic to a free but ebi anya boarding school nduka to wo hwe Ghana fo nyina momma ye boarding school ya sika ebe ko ngola no no mbedie no be wi de ade be bia aduma wunya bi enu nti Ghana aye dene no free HSS eka ho the actual lab bill aduane ye di tu teacher foka ye di tu abusuka hwengola bebre you meanwhile so se yeto yebo ase na ye se asikafo no mwo no mbetumi atua omuntua percent de ne de quota bi ba ya enke beboa because I'm say minister ba kumbo bidika beka say one day mbo betumi atua ne ba schools ya mfa anyasem na de ye trawasa enunti we ye hu se beboa adisua ko kan de ne ye wo hu a ade no ebegina na aboa mama na kokan oni agenda wasi yetumi ehwe yenye ne sen na ayeye okay nyesa me ba me ni say we Ghana education na ye dey akwa 3 years 4 years 2 years 3 years sa na eko agenda bia ne wo eto sibiu Bawumia kasa na okan fa eto jeje ho no em say nti aswasi ye kirem ye kakra ma manfo ti ase wanga so fiti preko na obeyi levy ana we ya free o sese me ba na me wa metre etoje nkrabata ni mu okay na afei me de flat rate ni ba na obi atua na ye gine ye nan so a endikasa na wokan ye no condition wo mu enye
okay one
condition
kind of constant say chinchin okay
yes enunti no so oba na se wantumi anya ye betra eto nkrabata mu si any data wo ho a ye betumi agi obia flat rate na ye be den ye tumi atremu because it's your Ghana for nimba saying and ye check it you omoka obi a omo ya artisan for ye ba check into obi aka and it's your be ye betumi ama ye mu obi asika wonya na fia kire ye bank system e ye adwuma this America obi be ye adwuma mbo $1 wo the check na betu ya neka kire apart from stores okay obama me bill na masan check amount because odiri ba bia SMR W2 and then what the kofaro tax na artisans obeye adwuma 10 million mame metua ne cash the petition ebia je ebe de etu omuka ekuafo no this year na nka ye wo catch bank system aye paying gran odinko ko di o na wadi nsika wo ye de no what me ade ne sika no ede abomu no anwusese enti ye wana montu na na mona ye tu no bebia edu no se Ghana fo omomonim de ewa mamuo hu omonim de ewa bakosem ye de bakosem sisi animu de nya national agenda ye betumi ede ade abu man no anya saade a me ba me de me de ba we board ne de ba de betra bebia ye tena sa de twato eni yakwan na omoka hu asem Ghana yakwan we de ne ye ne kwan animu when I come to Ghana misro se meka ka afa kra kwan so because unam kwan so a all of the set na kwatu bumping ye kwan wie na we are not ready to observe speed limit. In the Asachi Kwanimu, in the Aquania, a credit takrade, and Gabet in the Travers up, who to me 6 hours for Quanaso. What are we doing? Yes, we are by America, you are in England, and if I'm quite Abaponi, a trim where they bomb in a cacraca, if you were, that's a canisha, what we are now, and tonight, the abbey.
Oh no, for that, send me okay. Only me, you picking BM next week because it's so important. Because you're so ordained, your lack of discipline in the road speed run.
And we also
say I'm fine serious, but I feel imagine it costs some US high. And you baby now be who's a speed run. No me
yes.
Because speed limit US. Yes,
just stop. STO. When now?
Yeah.
Why can't we also obey? Yes, we are near Ghana, America, Ghana for us, and so county, a man obey Ghana for no. Yes, yes, saying Subani be. May I say?
May I say, Father, I say, we make a cramisha, say, make Ghana for you, Suban Suasem. Nana, but good evening, over.
Good evening, my friend. I'm going to say.
I don't know if I ain't you.
It is Uncle Pansy. I'm saying, if I'm saying, for that, can be Bruna. Kakari mechanics, I'm saying. The employing for your Bawumia, you move canning and children the doors a book more of the Biathanomy on the kind who I be drew an eye passage. And this year, I be 16 years. MPP 16 years. That's all no matter for 32 years in the Ghana Tian, that's what here. I can't come as a coin, the Tian, that's what here. Yaquin in Anya. The employing for young to quite quote, but they be a conquer 4 miles of humanity. But Omun being some base of humanity, base of man with my year. The Nina say, and I'm say develop a plan a year, ye nima or mine say be a mind agenda. I did couldn't ye be. Ubia ban what the manifesto I bet to some manifesto no see chum. Yes, agenda be more mine say plan we any deep or mine into a one who be this way. A Marawin also would so. I facing plan when ye dear. The Obian or see about was so. So be a bar, Obana dear. We bar, obviously, a was so a obesity a diamond, a affordable house. We bar or obesity or qua near Jago for us bar. No so question, Nidia so for Beason, a no so question, a diaso, a Yamasama also as a bay. No said Jack de Bian Ganis can and a year to room. Ye took room, sir, Ubian Fahon. It is a young Shannon uncle for me and Santa for me near ye and this name baby Santa for me and video and pet. Tell force be our original man who put the original man who near the plan. I be sure said, Plowing near this one. Young side, yeah. M says, still, you best have a moment beside the 2 time 2 years. Be must I be due near to the teen name. To say, Ghana for an that's Santa for me, no idiot. M say, don't bet my no or my area. Near pet in Fra or more Ghana who dog. Never Johnny Ghana who near Magana at tobacco and him. If you are maybe busy.
You are my now as UK for Nancy baby. Mr. Taylor, good evening.
On the network, no, or home. Some mini feedback.
And with feedback near yeah, it will break it. Okay. No, next week na my for your phone and now but to use your laptop now another device Brakovic Medina but Brakovic na yinako Albert there no so call ma you ko kupuni no say if you Mahama ni NDC no they were in power for 8 years old. And he say if for project ya anya why are they blaming another? Why they no mo blaming omo say omo na manye because all power 8 years one complete for project they adding at time once if you as soon as you have the NDC to explain their so-called 24 hours then they'll start insulting you because Omunim say Omuni won't answer bia. And I William Bedia say the prison of the provision of chalk and food, which one is difficult to make it available to people? Ghana so yeah, yantu ya bopa. And after George just say Mahama de never again and on no besign and they know ababium. Akwasi upon say if you have please next time invite white wise people saying white the fact that you disagree with the person in Chester will be any wise, sir. I mean, that's what politics is about. We have to disagree. Brian Martin and I'm say if your question of why JDM should come back to the Flagstaff House is not here nor there. This question is empty, you, Mate. See a human or no one sometimes question empty a one on back. Don't worry. Why? If me would so be say, why should JDM come back to Jubilee House? You think this is an empty question? Really? Okay. Alfred also on Saturday, I'm watching you live from Airport City, Accra State. You are doing a good job. Great show for Mother Ghana. Please, my greetings and come comments of pillar 2. And Alfred also answer also message was okay. One now message I think I must have clicked it twice. Emmanuel John or say I just like this one. And a white angel say 24 hours no. And yeah, the papa be a scam. I was from me fancy and I time that's I'm an abro. So but next Monday we will be bringing third force of one or munina to look at what is also the agenda. Send no bikano. And this in MPP are disappointed. Send a more claiming no. What do they also have? You bet you be at the end of the day, Ghana ye your Ghana can't cook. Because Ghana, we cannot continue to just shout, the value is the same. We are stuck in the same place. We must change. I will say Juma ba. I will say Yenya baby and Kola and Ma Kwa was no move na make madam for be a ya Juma. Young woman will wait and a mammy and saho. We cannot continue like that. Yes, more be and woo. Anybody any say me. But say yeah, health system, your school semi idea about that is where we want to take this country. Vote to Nukuta on sem. Wo Ghana Nino. Who vote here, maybe the same value. Who vote in chairman, Miss Media and Chairman. Obia Coposa for what drinking cock. Memo be metro, media for any better when you vote. Wow, Cokromotino, Cokromotino in Casa and decide for Ghana. Because the future lies in Cokromotino. I was a say, I'm a Namasi baby, Yakopoya Adama, I bet what I deal with so. Yakopoya Adama next week. Good night. Producer, Metako Johansson, DOP, Adibodiakona, DJ All Black, Menamasi, good job. Say my boy, and I did you medino a day abremo.
And this MPP is going to come and transform Ghana in 1.5 years. When we come, we'll give you 1 district, 1 factory. Nanya brofun kwa no muka slangs omo. Ye ka twimpo ye ka slangs. Ghana ye ya mobododo. Ghana ye ya mobododo. Ghana nye here mine. Yet is the castle. I come there. Ezu. Me say slang no. En fact me fie.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, any society characterized by rampant deception, bribery, and corruption will not make any progress. We ignore the human factor in a nation's development at our peril. The informal and non-transparent nature of our society makes it easy for people to hide. People believe that there is no accountability for their actions or inactions. The behavior, as the Apostle Nyamiche has just said, the behavior of the people determines the transformation of a nation. And this is why, as a government, we have focused on putting in place systems that will reduce the role of the human factor and enhance transparency